Good evening and welcome to Baldwin-Woodville High School for a Middle Border Conference game between the Baldwin-Woodville Blackhawks and the Osceola Chieftains in a battle for conference leadership and a share at minimum of the Middle Border Conference title. I'm Jeremy Nygaard, joined by Nick Pack and Zach Ambrose. Nick, how you doing tonight?
Fantastic. The weather's cooperating again. We find ourselves a beautiful Friday evening. Winds died down, and just another football game. I mean, I don't know if there's much meaning at stake here at all or anything, but just another football game at King Field.
Nothing tells me that you weren't listening to the lead-in more than telling me that you don't know if there's anything. So we have the Osceola Chieftains on the season 6-1, lost to Mondovi in week 2. A strong non-conference schedule. Undefeated in conference, you have the Baldwin-Woodville Blackhawks, who undefeated on the season. The non-conference schedule not super strong, and we'll talk more about kind of the ramifications of the scheduling and what that means as we go into week 9 next week, and then level 1 the following week. We will allude to that quite a bit. Right now, we're looking at two teams who are both vying for number 1 seeds in the playoffs. We can talk a little bit more about that as we get deeper in, but right now what we have is a Osceola Chieftain team, as I mentioned, undefeated in conference, coming off of a thrilling come-from-behind win in which they trailed Amory by 7.
It trailed by 14 in the fourth quarter, I believe.
Okay, and trailed by 7 with Amory going into the end zone to effectively shut the door on the undefeated conference season. Sounds like there was a misexchanged snap that Osceola recovered, proceeded to go the full length of the field to go down 1, and then as we see more and more on Saturdays and Sundays, go for the win, and they convert the 2-point conversion, which they are almost an exclusive point-after team, and leave that game with Amory victors by 1. On the flip side of that, if you joined us last week, you saw the Baldwin-Woodville Blackhawks in Altoona lead early, lead almost the entire game until the final 2 minutes where Sawyer Van Vliet connected with Owen Gunderson for a long touchdown pass, 2-point conversion to again take the lead. The Hawks drive down the field then, get stopped on 3rd down, trot out junior Mason Flores, who is relatively new to football, and he converts a 33-yard field goal that clipped the crossbar on its way over. So by mere inches, the Hawks left Altoona victorious to set up this middle border undefeated showdown, and it's going to be a fun game. So Nick, what are your thoughts, your impressions, your feelings coming into this game this evening?
I'm looking forward to a great football game all around. I'm going to say I think there's going to be some points put up on the board. Now, usually we're wrong with that, but both teams can put some points up, and I would expect to see the scoreboard changing quickly and often. I would expect a high tempo game. I wouldn't be surprised to see the Blackhawks come out and try and play fast.
Okay, Baldwin-Woodville football fans, at this time I'd like you to direct
entertaining.
We
talked about last week, and I mentioned that in Keeper's Corners, the last week 10-point differential in all 4 games. So as we got some highlights going on the scoreboard here.
Yeah, so did we get to hear? We get to hear you and I speak over the loudspeaker, which is kind of distracting and depending on how you feel, somewhat annoying.
And yeah, as we watch a few of these, there's a lot of highlights that have been happening over the last couple of weeks. 2 weeks ago, we were here homecoming for Ellsworth, which those are the highlights now. And last week, after a couple of weeks at home, we went to Altoona.
Yep.
And both teams again had a kind of a different style game, if you will, of the Blackhawks led and saw a lead go away late and found a way to win, and the Chieftains were trailing and or fighting their way back the whole game, found themselves a way to win. And that's
look out here. We got our guys trying to do their thing and also watching the highlights.
Yeah.
Coaches over here on the sideline. I don't want to call any coaches, but
they're watching.
Yeah, they're definitely watching highlights.
And there's a lot of highlights. That's the thing about this Blackhawk offense over the last 4 years that I've been here is it's tough to shut them down. So.
Well, and I think that's a great segue into this next point. So I believe Zach posted on the Facebook page that both teams have scored 27 or more points in each game. The Hawks, up until last week, had done a pretty good job. That's a good play by the freshman. And now I've lost my train of thought. But 27 points. The Hawks, up until last week, haven't really allowed many points. And last week, the floodgates kind of opened. Osceola has scored points and also given up points. So, we talked last week before the game about how Altoona and BW's defense were probably the two best defenses in the middle border. And I don't think I would shy off of that statement, but I do think that what we'll see tonight is if you get a stop, if you force a punt, or if you create a turnover, you put yourself at an advantage, right? Probably more drastic than a regular game. And typically in games such as those, that third facet of the game, special teams, field position, play a huge part. So the Hawks, I believe, have caught 11 passes intended for the opposite team, 11 interceptions on the season. Osceola, I don't know. I think I saw they had a handful. And last week the Hawks were the beneficiary of a few fumble recoveries. So keeping the ball off the ground, not throwing interceptions, and then doing your job in special teams. We talked with Coach early in the year a lot about how we were kind of losing the special teams battle and the turnover battle. And in the past handful of weeks, for certain special teams has turned the page, and last week we won the turnover battle. So I think all of those things are going to be key ingredients as we come into this really big middle border game.
With that too, I mean it's cliche. I mean we always talk about turnovers and field position and third aspect penalties.
Right.
I mean that's huge. If you find yourself first and 20 or long distance to get a first down leads to punts. So minimize those mistakes, whether it's penalties, turnovers, and that team in a game like this where there's two, I think, pretty evenly talented teams on the field, that's going to make a big statement difference.
Right.
Profanity, racial, sexist, or
As we
ethnic
get
comments or other
almost have a flag football youth tonight.
Yep, it's going to be flag football halftime.
Google from the site of competition.
Please enjoy the game.
We'll turn us over to the national anthem. And
your cooperation in demonstrating the high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated.
For safety considerations, please be supervised by the parents or guardian.
The restrooms are located behind the west bleachers.
The Baldwin-Woodville school grounds are declared tobacco-free area. Thank you for your compliance with the school policy in Wisconsin state law prohibiting tobacco use on school premises.
Oh, we should mention Osceola 1 deferred. The Hawks appear to be receiving the opening kickoff going right to left. Usually like to
I should
compliment
add
the
that some of you are probably wondering why we don't
the
have a
national
band
anthem,
here tonight,
but
because
instead
our
it was just a
Blackhawks
recording.
band is packed up and ready to
So
head
I
to
was saying that the
Whitewater
band must be going to their
tomorrow
state
morning
or.
to defend their
Yeah, that's
championship.
one of the greatest things about high school sports. Every week I talk about someone singing it or the
Yep.
band or something. And every now and again you just get the old over loudspeaker,
Osceola won
which
the
is
coin
fine.
toss this evening and elected to
Great
defer.
crowd here tonight.
Baldwin-Woodville
Nygaard, as
then chose
the
to
bleachers in
receive
front of
the
us are
opening
filling up.
kickoff.
Standing
The
room
Blackhawks will defend the
around
south end
the Blackhawk side.
Now let's meet
Yeah, I was
Parking lot, there's still
Border
plenty of
Conference
vehicles pulling in
contest.
and people walking in, and Osceola sidelines
And
is
the
filling
Osceola
up. So
Chieftains have elected to be
expect a
introduced as
really good
team.
crowd here on
So,
a beautiful night in
Osceola
Baldwin.
fans, here are your Chieftains.
And where else would you rather be on a Friday night than watching some high school kids compete for essentially?
And the head coach of the
I mean, and
Chieftains
I know you
is Scott
mentioned
Newton.
guaranteed a share of it, but as a fan and as a parent and as a player, you
And
know
now,
that the winner of this
Baldwin-Woodville
is the
fans,
conference champion, even though the
along with some
conference
help
says
from our young
there's potential for a
football
tie.
players who
Right.
played before the game,
Um,
and some of them will be playing at
one thing that
halftime.
I did last week too. The other game to watch tonight. So if you're anything like me and you've become ADD to the point that you watch multiple games at one time, West Salem, Lacrosse Aquinas is a big one to watch. If you're a Baldwin-Woodville fan, you're a West Salem fan tonight. We're gonna let the seniors be announced. This was Brady Hansen. I'm gonna turn my mic towards the field.
He's a wide receiver and defensive back, number 13, Royal Bignell. He's a running back and defensive lineman, number 15, Tyler Clark. He's a wide receiver and defensive back, number 18, Brody Everett. A running back and defensive back, number 25, Dane Veenendahl. A running back and linebacker, number 30, Trent Gordon. Unfortunately, Trent is injured. And he's an
Very
offensive
unfortunate.
and defensive lineman, number 52, Trevor Murdoch. An offensive and defensive lineman, number 55, Lyle Larson. Offensive lineman and defensive end, number 62, Drew Veenendahl. An offensive and defensive lineman, number 63, Will Phelps. Offensive and defensive lineman, number 72, Alec Boyer. And a tight end and defensive end, number 84, James Kropelnicki.
I think
And the head coach of the Blackhawks.
the music
Dan
needed to be
Beaver.
mixed a little bit differently so that it didn't stop and restart right in the middle.
The Chicago Bulls only had 5 starters usually, and
That's true. That's true.
So-
Working tonight's game are Randy
So
Johnson,
seniors
Todd
announced.
Belville, Todd Preisler,
Lots of seniors
and
playing
Rick
big roles on this
Matt
team.
Rowe.
Lots of underclassmen playing big roles as well. So we'll get to all of that. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this one. Last year this was not a very close game. It was Blackhawks. I think it was like 40-7 or 40 to something like that. This one I would expect to be closer. We've talked about getting off to fast starts. We saw a real fast start last week. The week prior, Ellsworth scored on the second play from scrimmage. So I would expect to see Osceola try to kick it deep and pin the Hawks back in their own territory. Now I get Timberwolves vibes. This is I know it didn't start with the Timberwolves, but this is how every game starts at the Target Center.
all right. I haven't been to a game since
I know. You've told me that multiple times.
Playoff game when Harden went for like 60 or something like that. They scored 50 points in a quarter. And
Yeah, that was as an 8 seed. I think it was game 4 because they had won, or maybe game 3 they had won a game. Yeah, I was at that game as well.
Yeah.
It was not a
Osceola will
great
kick
showing
off
by
again tonight's game.
the Wolves.
But here we are, high school football,
And
King
doing the
Field,
kickoff duties is number 51,
mid-October,
Daniel Larson.
beautiful weather. Snow's not in the forecast yet, but I think there's going to be a few
Aiden Foster
6-point
and Dane
scorers in
Veenendahl,
the
deep
forecast tonight.
receivers.
Left-footed boot up high and over and deep down inside the 10.
And Foster going to try to get to our sideline.
Foster to the 20.
He's got a crease. He's got a crease.
Foster 35. Oh, across the 40-yard line.
Aiden Foster on the return for the Blackhawks.
Nice return of over 30. Gives the Blackhawks
Tackle
good
made by
field
Hunter
position to
Rondo.
start.
Yeah, that's a box that you're going to want to check on every possession. Who's got an advantage with field position? Right now, the Blackhawks having to go at 59 yards to the end zone. That's a
And the
better
ball
feeling
will
than
be
having to go
placed on the
79.
Blackhawks 41-yard line where the Blackhawks begin
are
tonight
set.
with a 1st and 10.
We'll start with a jet to the field. That's my guess.
Foster and Jenke in front here. Jenke in motion. Be Dane up the middle. Dane's going to go up to about the 45.
Dane
Down
Vinadal,
there.
the ball carrier.
Pick up a 4 on first down.
Gain
Looks
of
like
4
maybe number
yards in
10,
carry.
Reed Ullman maybe on the
Brings up
tackle.
2nd and 6 from the 45.
He's tall.
This
Is he
is
listed?
sophomore, 6'5".
I have a feeling we're going to be saying his name this winter. And you might be saying his number. Swing pass.
Swing pass.
They closed on
Oh,
that in a
nice.
hurry.
Dane makes the catch.
Joe Jensen's
That's number
pass
5.
completed to Dane
That-
Vinadal.
DeMore. Riley DeMore.
Tackle made by Riley DeMoe.
Wow,
A
that
loss on
Loses
the
the
play.
4 yards that he gained, so it's going to be 3rd
Off the
and 10
4
here.
Brings up 3rd and 10 from the
I
41.
mean, I thought he caught that ball further up. I guess I probably could have watched that replay, but yeah, 3rd and 10 is not an ideal spot to be on the first possession of the game, running
Gonna
your jet
run
into the boundary.
Running into trips here. Now we got trips to the right. We got nothing over this way. We got a wide side over here. Hunter Bradway, the cornerback over here, gonna maintain Jensen try. Jensen to get out to the 45.
Joe Jensen, the ball carrier.
Back to where they were after first down. It's going to be 4th and 6, and out
Tackled
comes
by
the punt
Elliot
unit.
Havlish.
So
Gain of 4 yards in the
As
carry
expected,
brings up 4th
3 and
down
out.
and 6 yards to go from the 45-yard line.
Not
And
not
punt formation
the
for the Blackhawks.
not the start you're looking for.
tough second play was great play by DeMole.
And if you watch last week's game, every time BW ran that little swing, it was wide open. That's just good scouting, seeing what they do on film, and
Low snap.
can
Punt is away. Gonna take
Not a great bounce.
Sideways bounce. Going to be about the 30-yard line or
And that
so,
was
where
Brody Everett's punting for the
Osceola
Blackhawks, and it
forces
goes
a 3 and
back
out
at
on the
the
Blackhawk
30-yard
open
line of
possession.
Osceola.
They'll have their possession on the
Defense will
30-yard
begin with
line,
their
1st and 10.
I want to thank all of our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV. As soon as I can find my list: the Smokehouse, Whitecap Financial Advisors, Timmerman Realtors, Family Chirocare, Helverson Concrete Solutions, Ferns Lawn Care, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Fenner and Jewelers, Firehelm Langer, St. Croix Garage Doors, Pete's Construction, Christo Orthodontics, CW Garage Door Distribution, Village Pharmacy, Woodville Garage Bar, Baldwin Lightstream, Schaefer Financial Services, American Family Insurance, Western Wisconsin Health, Wisconsin Credit Union, Blackhawk Garage Door, OEM Fabricators, Nielsen's Foods, Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, A-Star Concrete, TMS Auto, Lakes Gas, Loopy and Ford, DMS Repair, Anytime Fitness, and Bumper to Bumper. Thank you to all of our sponsors.
Senior quarterback Connor Lumen.
got
Gonna
it.
triple option. He's going to keep. He's going to pitch. Good yardage. That's number 8. That's Jackson DeMoe.
Jackson DeMoe, the ball carrier.
So DeMoe's the second leading rusher for the Chieftains. They have 5 guys over 200 yards on the season, 5 guys with 3 or more touchdowns. So it's going to be a balanced rushing attack. The rushing attack is led by the sophomore, 22. What's his name?
Elliot Hollish.
Yeah, he looked really good last year
Last
as a
year,
freshman.
Yeah, big kid.
And he's been dealing with some injury. I know that there was some.
Pass. Rollback's going over top the middle. Oh, that's a wheel route. That's wide open. We ran down by Everts, but not before us. DeMoe. Riley DeMoe deep into Blackhawk territory on the wheel.
So ball's at
Connor Lewis,
what,
pass
13?
completed to Jackson DeMoe.
So 48 yards on
Riley
that one.
DeMoe, I believe, was 5, wasn't it? Yeah. So 1st and 10, Chieftains.
And gain down
Don't
to
throw the ball that
13-yard
often.
line
500
of the
yards
Blackhawks.
going into the
The
night.
1st and 10 for
Got
Osceola.
a wheel route there. Right now there's no scoreboard on, it's a Trevor Murdoch picture on our no scoreboard apparently. So
Yeah.
up the
Lumen
middle,
on the quarterback
that's number
keeper.
7, Lumen.
We'll get the scoreboard here working.
Give us a chance here as
The camera went off. So
Second and
Brady
1.
Hampton made the tackle for the Blackhawks.
8.5 to go.
Gain of 9 yards in the carry brings up second.
That was Lumen, number
1
7.
from the 4-yard line.
Nygaard.
yeah, that was Lumen number 7. Okay.
Yes. And he keeps this time. He'd be close to the first down. I think he's got it. Lumen down to the 2-yard line.
Carrier.
First and goal for the 2 Chieftains. Opening drive.
Getting on the play, good
3 and
for a
out,
first and
forced
goal
by
to
the
go
Chieftain
for
defense.
Chieftains.
Not the greatest punt. We've seen really good punts this year by Brody, and it was a low snap. Unless the wheel route put him in great field position, and then number 22 is in as a fullback. He does get the ball. He's hitting the backfield, but he does reach across. The ball's loose. The ball's on the ground. Ooh. And number 71 comes away with it.
71 for Osceola?
For Osceola, yeah. Colton
Only
Everson.
Havlish was the ball carrier on the play.
Havlish gets a yard. Coughed up the ball, but
Second down, goal to go.
I didn't
from
see any
inside the
beanbags.
1-yard
Did
line.
you? I mean, the beanbags got to come out if the ball's fumbled, right? If any,
it doesn't have to come out. Usually that's just a marker to not blow it dead. Up the middle is a QB keep. I don't think he's in there. They're going to mark him short. Lehman.
Connor
Lumen.
the ball
Sorry,
carrier.
Lumen. Coach Lehman, not Lumen. Down about maybe a football length away.
Short gain on the carry brings up
Wouldn't be
third and
surprised
goal
to see
to
that
go
again
from
here.
inside the 1.
They do have Havlish in. He's a big kid. He's lined up right behind Lumen. 2 yards deep. Lumen's going to take himself. He's going to be in. And Osceola
Lumen the ball carrier, and he takes it
just
in for
over
a
5
touchdown
minutes
for
in.
Osceola.
Gets a 3 and out. And they march 70 yards. They're up 6-0 on the Blackhawks.
6:51. Quarter 1.
And the Chieftains will attempt a point after.
Waylon Coles, the senior kicker.
And he's been very good on the year. I think he's missed a couple, maybe. I think I saw maybe one.
That was a very good kick.
And that was
Called
Waylon
in by a
Cole
Chieftain
putting it
ball
through the
boy.
uprights for a
And just like
point
that,
after.
Chieftains
We have
up
6 minutes, 51 seconds
7-0.
remaining in quarter number 1. It's Osceola 7.
Looking to
and
get your Wisconsin
Baldwin-Woodville
driver's
9.
license or just need a refresher behind the wheel? Bumper to Bumper in Somerset has you covered. Locally owned and operated, we offer flexible driver education, online or in-person classroom instruction, plus professional behind the wheel training. Whether you're a teen getting your permit or an adult brushing up on the rules of the road, we're here to help you drive with confidence. Visit us at btbsdllc.com. That's btbsdllc.com. Bumper to Bumper Driving School, driven to teach, committed to safety. So yeah, not a great start for the Hawks. Went 3 and out after receiving the opening kickoff. Had decent field position. Punted. Punt didn't really flip the field. Osceola connected on a 40. What did I have that down for? 48-yard pass and run. Wheel route down the Osceola sideline, and then took him a while inside the 10 to punch it in, but finally did so. We're halfway through quarter number 1. Blackhawks trail 0-7.
Daniel Larkey to kick off for Osceola.
Left-footed boot. Another one high in the end, despite finding the end zone. It's going to bounce
And that
over
kickoff
Foster's
reaches
head.
the end zone for an
Blackhawks will start
automatic
on the
touchback.
20-yard line.
Blackhawks will begin their next drive with a first and 10.
At Crystal Orthodontics, our goal is to exceed your expectations. Our care is centered around you, and we want you to have fantastic experiences that lead to a perfect, healthy smile. That's why our doctors and orthodontic teams go out of their way to keep you smiling throughout every step of the process. Our unique combination of long-time experience, highly qualified and caring team members, and dedication to going above and beyond to meet your unique needs has led us to be the area's preferred orthodontic provider. Exceptional smiles and extraordinary experiences, that's what matters to us. We can't wait to care for you. Maybe go vertical here on first or second down, Nick?
I'd like to see a sustained drive. I mean, as here comes the sophomore. Janke had 3 touchdowns
Oh, they're
last
going
week.
to get Dane for a hold.
And here comes the second flag. Janke
Dane
gets the
Vidal,
edge.
ball carrier. There are penalty flags on the field.
So they're explaining what they saw, but it's going to be 10 yards from the spot. of the 37, so back to the 27-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 3, I believe. Should be right around there. Jenke to the edge for originally 17. And we saw him, his first touch of his high school career went for 6, and then last week 3 touchdowns.
2nd down and 3 yards to go.
Yeah, we got 1-on-1 out there. The high side, but it's going to be up the middle. Wienendaal's going to have a 1st down for the Blackhawks. Cross the 30 to the 32.
I'll correct that. It was 1st down and 3 yards to go for the Blackhawks.
Okay, that's I know you want to go vertical. You want to go vertical every play.
I don't want to go vertical every play.
95% of the time you want to go vertical or throw the ball, but getting a 1st down is big. So get the 1st down now. You can go vertical if you want, but trips to the right. Kropelnicki.
I would have done it on 1st and 3 because you get 3 more downs to get it.
Pass. Here's Jenke. You know, it's Everts. He's in cross midfield. Brody Everts down to about the 40-yard line.
Brody
he's pushed out of bounds.
Pass reception.
Good for 27-ish or so. Brody Everts.
By Hunter Bradway.
And here we see the Blackhawks go with some tempo.
1st and 10 for the Blackhawks.
Motion this way. Jenke's going to get it. He's got the edge. He might be going.
Jimmy had a great block.
Couldn't quite, turn it inside of Dane's block there, but still.
Tackled by Hunter Bradway.
What I think the expectation there is that
14 yards in the
you're trying to block the guy in, right? So if you cut outside, that block is being maintained. If you cut inside and that guy turns, if you're holding his jersey inside and all of a sudden that guy opens up, you're going to see jersey get pulled and there's going to be yellow on the field.
Quick ball pass again out to Jenke. Going to have the edge 20. Down about the 15-yard line. Another 1st down for the Blackhawks. So the one thing we've seen this year, they have not trailed very often. They don't get. They answer scores allowed by their defense usually quickly with authority, and we see them march from the 20 now down to about the 15-yard line here and hope to punch it in.
That's probably a point I would have waited until after.
Oh, incomplete.
Pass intended for Luke Jenke.
Guy slipped through Aiden's block. And Jenke's going to ask for JT to come in for him.
Yeah, he's been busy this drive. He's had two runs and a pass reception.
A little winded is all, hopefully.
Yeah,
take a knee here.
And on a field full of 17 and 18-year-olds, he's 15. So,
okay. 2nd down. Deep
Aiden.
corner, Aiden Foster.
There it is!
Makes up for not making the block last one. Aiden Foster. I believe that's his 1st time in the end zone this year. Touchdown, Blackhawks. They answer the Chieftains. And we'll see if they can take the lead now, as I'm likely to go for 2. Nice throw, Jensen.
15-yard
corner
touchdown
out.
Pass from Joe Jensen to Aiden Foster. And the Blackhawks will set up for a 2-point conversion attempt.
Well, this is very, very evenly balanced right now, so they must have some athletes up that way again. It's going to come to Dane. Dane's going to follow behind his blockers, and the Blackhawks trail for about a minute or so. They march 80 into the end zone. Jensen to Foster. Wienendaal in for 2. It's 8-7 Blackhawks.
Sorry.
Makes up for not making the block last one. Dumb button there.
Why? What happened?
No, I just said he made up for not making the block on the
Well, if
true.
whatever you're willing to say to the 535 people tuned in, you got to say
there's more than 535 people
I'm
here,
talking
though,
to, yeah, that's true. All right, looking for your next Ford, whether it's a rugged truck, a dependable SUV, or a certified used vehicle, Lupien Ford in Baldwin has you covered. We're your hometown source for new and used Fords, expert service, genuine parts, and a car buying experience that's second to none. Visit us at 850 Fern Drive in Baldwin, where great service and great vehicles come standard.
So again, we talk about how we trailed early to Ellsworth, I believe it was 2 plays, all were scored.
Yeah.
We trailed, we marched down, took the lead back. I don't think we trailed until Altoona last week.
Till the very end.
At the very end of the game, we marched down, got a field goal, which eventually was the game-winning field
Good
goal.
tackle. Ryan Aho.
Aho. Weird to mention his name on special teams. Waylon Cole on the return out to about the 26. The Chieftains will have their second possession. 1st and 10 from the 26.
So Osceola's last possession was 7 rushes, which went for 22 yards, and 1 pass that went for 48 yards. The pass, I believe, was on 2nd down and 1.
Second play of the game,
second short. Couple 9-yard rushes, and then the short ones were all inside the 5. So in the open field here, Osceola's done a great job.
A little reverse here, or a sweep rather, number 8. That's
the
DeMo.
ball carrier.
Nowhere.
Tackle made by Trevor Murdoch.
Is he a senior, DeMo?
Yes, both of them are.
Twins, right?
I believe so. I would.
Twins are
Pretty sure.
cousins.
No gain
Because
on
I
the
seem
carry,
to
brings
remember
up 2nd and
both
10
of those
from the
guys
26.
being speedy last year. And then the hammering fullback.
Who's back there? Havlish, the sophomore. Fake throw. He eludes the rush. Gets outside of Everett's tackle and forced out of bounds, but not before picking up a first down. Hunter Lumen scrambles for about 12. First down, Chieftains.
Forced out of bounds by Alec Boyer.
So on the
Needed
year,
to play good for a
Lumen
first
has
and 10
carried
for
the ball.
Osceola
He's the
from their own 38-yard line.
5th leading in both attempts and yardage for Osceola, according to the stats that are provided on Bound. So far, he's carried 5 of the 8 times Osceola's run the ball.
Up the middle. There's Havlish. Going to go for about 4.
Elliot Havlish, the ball carrier.
Closing in, and 4.5 minutes to go, opening quarter. Blackhawks went 3 and out if you're late joining us.
Brings up 2nd and 6 from the 42.
Chieftains went 70 PAT. Blackhawks turned around, went 80. The 2-point conversion. 2nd and 6.
Toss.
And this is the speed here you talk about. He's going to get across midfield about the 41-yard line. There is Riley DeMo.
Ball carrier.
To be out of bounds right at the 40. 1st and 10 Chieftains.
We saw last week what Altoona's speed, it gave the Hawks some fits, right? I mean, being able to close on pitch and being able to close on deeper throws. There hadn't been a team yet that had been as fast as the Blackhawks, and last week we saw it, and it was harder to stop, and now we're seeing speed on the edge and trying to figure it out.
This time he's going to keep.
Lumen, the ball carrier.
Lumen's going to pick up about 2 or 3. So it's just a triple option. I mean, we close, make him pull. And a lot of times it's make him do one more thing. You close on the fullback, make him disconnect, you make him close on the quarterback, make him make a pitch, and then hopefully you can make that tackle.
Yep.
From the Baldwin-Woodville 38.
We talked to Coach about that last week on Keeper's Corner about there's different defenses that'll make you do different things, so it's not so predictable. This time he does keep again. He's looking to toss. Unfortunately,
Lumen, the ball carrier.
he's not able to. Lumen tackled right at the line of scrimmage.
By Ryan Aho.
3rd and 8 from the 38.
So typically, defenses, they'll have 2 guys assigned to each player, right? You'll have like the inside dive guy, the outside dive guy, the inside quarterback, the outside quarterback guy, and then the inside pitch guy and the outside pitch guy. So when you can tackle that quarterback in such a way that he can't make that pitch, which is what we saw there, the quarterback couldn't get his left arm free. It totally ended that play. That's a good route.
Earlbeck hauls it in 25. Earlbeck 20, 15, 10. Earlbeck's going to score.
Move.
5. Touchdown, but there is a flag on the play. He's pleading his case, but
Who's pleading their case?
the guy that's going to get the culprit of the block in the back, I'm guessing. Earlbeck cut it in, and I'm guessing it's DeMo, but I can't quite see a number yet. But
It's a holding penalty against Osceola.
That is number
That penalty
8,
will negate
Jackson
the
DeMoe, that's
touchdown.
flagged for the penalty there.
However,
Regardless,
the
it's going to be a
result
first
of the
down for
play
the
is
Chieftains.
still a first and 10 for Osceola.
Earlbeck
At the ball to
caught
Woodville,
it.
17.
Down the sideline, temporarily in for 6, but now they're back to the 17-yard line.
So different than what happened on the last possession where BW was called for a hold, and then when you march it off, it wasn't enough for the first down. This one was enough for the first down even after the penalty was assessed, so that's why it's now first and 10.
Keep pitch. Nice play there. That's Everts. You talk about why, you wonder why I'm not going to compare Brody Everts to an NFL player, but why the NFL doesn't run this triple option or more
Jackson
options,
DeMoe,
because
the
they're
ball carrier.
such good athletes. They can defend both the quarterback
Brody
and the pitch.
Everts on the tackle for
Brody
the
Everts
Blackhawks.
might have been a QB guy there, made him pitch and still got out to the halfback.
Loss of
able to
2
bring him
yards
down
on
in the
carry
backfield.
brings up second
Yeah,
and 12 for the
and as a
Titans.
quarterback, the way that you do that is you don't pitch until the last possible moment, so you force that guy to tackle you. That's another reason you don't see it in the NFL, is because
They don't want to get hit.
you don't want your dudes that you're paying hundreds of $1 million to take needless shots.
Correct. That's Riley DeMoe on the counter. Picks
Riley
up about
DeMoe, the
5.
ball
It's going to be
carrier.
3rd and 7. Chieftains
Jake
second
Johansson
drive.
made the tackle
Inside
for
2
the
minutes.
Blackhawks.
Looking to regain a lead. We've seen we saw their extra point was plenty of legs, so I'm guessing they do have the field goal capability as well.
Yep, he has kicked, I believe it just listed 1 field goal for the season, but certainly capable of putting 3 points on the board.
Maybe a little false start, but across the middle. We'll find out now as it's across the middle, number 10. That's Reed Ullman. That's a tall sophomore you mentioned about earlier.
Tackle made by Brady Hampton.
Maybe a half yard. 4th and 6.
And a short gain brings up 4th down.
Looks like they are going for it.
Go from the 13-yard line.
And part of that may be the points are going to be scored. So if we can take 3, fine. But if we can get 7,
but leaving points
better.
on the field
leaving
too
points
is
on
tough.
the field is certainly tough.
You got Earlbeck to the top. He's tall. He's going to run a corner out. He's going to
they
overthrown. He
Lumen's
might have
pass
been there.
incomplete.
Connor Lumen's pass
And
falls
the Chieftains will
incomplete,
turn
and the
ball over
Blackhawks
on downs to the
turn them over
Blackhawks.
on downs. Not the greatest field position, but they still lead 8-7.
Looking for a place that drives good times? Head to Woodville Garage Bar, where muscle cars, cold drinks, and live music come standard. Located in the heart of Woodville, we're serving up American favorites with a retro roadside twist. Come for the food and stay for the music. Woodville Garage Bar is a great venue with the best vibes around. Woodville Garage Bar, more than a bar, it's a destination.
Yeah, and we got a text from Jeff, the owner of Garage Bar. I don't know if you saw that yet. Presented Coach Kiefer with a check. I don't know if I want to say a dollar amount, but it was a
significant amount. Is what I
amount.
heard.
I see the dollar amount, and we'll let Coach Kiefer maybe mention that. But thank you, Garage Bar, for the Corvette fundraiser they did kind of throughout the course of the year. Gave it away on their anniversary last weekend, and
Connor Bader with the tackle.
congratulations to the winner of a new Corvette, and thank you, Garage Bar, for supporting the Blackhawk football program.
Is it true that then your wife asked for a Corvette for her anniversary?
She did. She might ask for one. She asked for a lot of things she don't get. Viendahl on the opening, on the first down carry,
Hard
picks up
count.
3.
Hard count. Clap.
3, 2, and we are going to take it. Viendahl might want to score before the end of the quarter.
Oh, good
35-40. Dane Viendahl, so that track speed 40-45.
And that's a tackle
Finally
by
brought
the
down,
Dane Viendahl,
but not
the
before
ball
across midfield. He helps out this friendly officiating crew by saying we'll only make it flip a few yards here.
And he takes it to the
It's
45
first and 10
line of
Blackhawks
Osceola.
in
It will
Chieftain
be
territory, the
first and 10 for
45-yard
Blackhawks,
line.
And
That is the end of the first quarter. 3-and-out Blackhawks saw the Chieftains take the lead 7-0. They answered
I do have a couple of
with 8.
announcements we're gonna squeeze
It's
in
8-7
here
Blackhawks
between
going to the
quarters.
second.
First of
Are you
all,
financially prepared for the big game of life? Whitecap
and
Financial
parents
Advisors
night,
wants to
so
help you with your game
with
plan.
halftime
Just like no two teams are the
we are
same,
going
no
to
two
be
investors are the
introducing
same.
the
Here's the
senior
play-by-play. Together we will
football
1, make the
players
plan,
and
2, work the
cheerleaders
plan,
and
3,
their
review the
parents.
plan.
We'd like the parents to
Whitecap
work their
Financial
way
Advisors
forward
specializes in
to the
investment
north end of the
management,
bleachers,
financial and
the gate
retirement
area,
planning,
with about
life
3
insurance, and
minutes to go in
education
the
funding.
first half.
Call today to set up your no-cost, no
Also,
obligation appointment at their Roberts or Turtle Lake location, 715-760-9001. From the roughest seas to the highest peaks, Whitecap Financial Advisors will be with you every step of the way. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth Incorporated, member FINRA, SIPC. Osaic Wealth is separately owned and other entities and other marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth.
Here, we'll let Torgy say they don't want right here.
Donated to the Blackhawk football program $10,175.
So we won't wait for Coach Kiefer to say it, I guess. Over $10,000 was the profit they made, and yes, and also thanks to all those that thought they would win that car and ultimately supported the Blackhawk football program. 1st and 10 Blackhawks from the Chieftain 45. Trips to the right. Pump fake. Oh, he's got Everts here, sitting back. Nice block by Kropelnicki. No. They're going to throw a flag on Jimmy.
Pass completed to Brody Everett. Tackled by Kevin Slechta. There is a penalty flag on the field, however.
Third penalty on the edge for receivers. 2 against the Blackhawks, 1 against the Chieftains.
It's a hold against the Blackhawks.
So again, it's 10 yards from the spot.
So we're going to have that first
penalty
6.
will be assessed from the point of the infraction. It will remain first down for the Blackhawks. It's a 1st and 6
So we
from the
saw
41 of
the
Osceola.
fake bubble. They're looking to go deep there. And Chieftains were retreating, just forgot about Everett sitting at the line of scrimmage.
Brody's caught 2 passes now and hasn't scored. That might be the longest streak of a season.
Viendahl crosses the 40.
Dane Viendahl, the ball carrier.
Down to 37, it'll be 3rd and 2, or 2nd and 2, sorry.
Elliot Havlish with the tackle. Gain of 4 yards in the carry. 2nd and 2 from the Osceola 37.
Everett's tying his shoe here.
See, there needs to be a designated shoe guy that just runs out, ties his shoe for him so he doesn't have to take his gloves off and then put his gloves back on.
Usually run off the sideline and someone does it for him. But
see that?
Trips to the left, it's going to be Dockel. I believe that's Foster to the high side, I'm guessing.
I'd run to Tucker.
Jensen up the middle, Jensen 35, Jensen 30, 25, Jensen 20, 15, down to the 10-yard line. Joe Jensen, that's probably his biggest run for a couple weeks. He's kind of stymied last week in Altoona. Had a great second possession here through the air, and this one goes from the 30, was it 32 down to the 10?
37 down to the 10.
So 27 yards.
So it's touching the 10, so no first
and
down.
goal. Doc on the speed. Nope, Jensen going to keep it. Jensen down to about the 7-yard line, pick up a 3. So I haven't seen.
Colton Everson
I
and Wyatt Hastings on the tackle.
Jenke down there had helmet on behind the coaching staff, so it looks like he's ready to go.
Yeah, typically, I mean, unless there's a lot of running on a given possession, we've seen this with the H position in the previous years. It'll go possession by possession.
Dane, ooh, nice. He got the ball really well there, but that's
Dane
number 34.
The ball carrier, taken
that's
down in the back
Cody Meyer.
Yeah, it looked like a jailbreak.
Not
something that you typically see with this line. The line has been exceptional. Joey's had a ton of time typically in the pocket to throw.
Loss in the play brings up
Noah Ferrejo, he's already talking to the defensive coaches, and he comes out.
So we're going to see
Kropelnicki in the backfield.
Which typically tells you run, which I don't love on 3rd and goal, but let's see.
Oh, roll out to the right. Extra protection. Jensen's going to keep. He's going to be down to the 10. We'll see now. Coach Kiefer, 4th and goal for the 10. 3 points here could be big. puts you up by 4, which you know the Chieftains who go for 1 get 14-11 now, another field goal.
He's calling for it.
Again,
brings up 4th and goal to go from
you want 6, but we saw the Chieftains leave 3 on the field last possession. Now you got an opportunity to put 3 up, and you got faith in Flores.
The field goal, Mason Flores.
So it's going to be 27 from the hash. Kicking from the hash is just harder.
Snap is good. Dean puts it on the ground.
Hooked it.
Oh, he hooked it.
And the kick is wide
no
to the
field
left.
goal is no good. Mason Flores misses from 27. It'll be Osceola first and 10 from the 20. 9:19 to go, opening half.
When your ride needs work, don't mess around. Bring it to the pros at DMS Repair. We specialize in ATV, UTV, and snowmobile repairs, from full engine rebuilds to drivetrain upgrades. Need performance? We've got clutch kits, ECM tunes, turn signal kits, rims, tires, you name it. We work on all major brands, and with our advanced diagnostic software, no job is too big or too small. DMS Repair, get back out there, stronger than ever.
First down, Chieftains from the 20. Up the middle.
It's nothing doing there.
Havlish going nowhere. That's
Elliot
number
Havlish,
72, that would be
72 is Boyer.
Alec Boyer.
Alec Boyer on the tackle.
Boyer is often more involved in the pass defense. Like a lot of his tackles come on
from the 22.
There have been sacks. He leads the team in sacks. His tackles for losses are typically those sacks. Murdoch is a little bit more involved typically, as are the ends in the run D.
Toss here, trying to get the edge. Up to
Riley
about the 25 for
DeMoe.
DeMoe. Gonna be 3rd and 5 to the Chieftains.
Which DeMoe was that? Number
5, Riley.
For 3 yards.
3 yards in the carry brings up 3rd and 5 from the Osceola 25.
So it's Riley is 5, and what's number 8's first name?
Jackson, I believe. Jackson DeMoe is number 8.
Usually I just go with last names and numbers, and when the last names are the same, that makes the stat keeping a little bit more difficult.
At least they got different initials. I mean,
that's true.
3rd and 5.
Oh, they're going to throw it. 5's wide open.
Seems wide open.
Boy.
He missed him. Riley was up the seam.
For Riley DeMoe,
some pressure
incomplete.
On Lumen.
That brings up 4th
It'll be
and
4th and 5 in Osceola's punt unit.
And just like we said, Nick, points, they're going to be tough to come by. We said that last week,
well,
and that's true.
Well, and again, it's been a couple weeks in a row now. We didn't score the opening possession, but we've seemed to have the one early score, and then we've had that lull at the end of the first quarter, into the second quarter, right before half, and then in the second half we just kick it into gear. Nice spiraling kick, one hop away from Janke. Good kick and roll inside the 30. The Blackhawks will have their possession, leading by 1 from their own 29-yard line.
Looking to buy or sell a home? Trust the team your neighbors have trusted for years, Timmerman Realtors. Led by Don and Andrew, Timmerman Realtors brings generations of experience and a personal touch to every deal. They're not just agents, they're part of the community. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, let Timmerman Realtors guide you every step of the way. And I got to keep talking because now that there's music,
well,
we get
and so we've had 3 possessions each. We've had each team with a 3 and out. We've had each team score a touchdown. Each team be successful on their PATs, and each team had a drive down into the red zone that was turned away. But the difference, Blackhawks scored 2 on their PAT, Chieftains 1. That's why it's Blackhawks 8-7, just inside 8 minutes to go. They're pointing this way. Unfortunately, it's going that way. Dane
Vienendahl, the ball carrier.
Picks up about 5. They're screaming it's going that way. I wish they would have listened to that coach.
So, I mean, that's just a scouting thing that suggests that when
5 yards brings up
the motion goes towards the field, the play goes towards the field. And I think, Coach kind of said that too. He's like, I spend a lot of time scouting what I do,
self-scouting,
to make sure that I'm not predictable. And in a case like that, that's why.
Slot to the left. It's going to be Dane. Dane's going to the first down. Across the 40.
Dane Vienendahl, the ball carrier.
So we saw it a couple weeks ago, and maybe not as much last week, but we had the 2 halfback there where Jimmy Kropelnicki has been a weapon
That's a first and 10
as
for the Blackhawks.
we'll call it a running back, if you will. He's still a tight end, but definite weapon in the backfield. Here he is back there again. Gonna pass block, pump fake, stop and throw.
Holy smokes!
Called in. Brody Everts, I believe that was one-handed.
It was definitely one.
Down to the 20-yard line.
The pass
It kind of looked like, is this a stop and go? And then it didn't bite. He still threw it.
Hunter Bradway made the tackle.
Bradway might have missed the pick, and
gain on the play to the 22-yard line.
there's
So,
Everts with
30.
another
First
catch
and
that does
10
not
for the
result in a
Blackhawks.
touchdown, but here's your jokers. Motion. This come this way. Janke gonna get a block from Dane, and here comes yet another flag.
Seriously? Where? Oh, in the backfield.
Janke.
Don't with the lights. You got to see the flag before you hit the lights.
However, there's a penalty flag on the field, and that's going to negate the touchdown.
Coach does not like that call. Which, of course, why would you like a call that goes against you? Oh boy.
You don't like the call either. All right, let's look at this with with more neutral eyes.
Holding
I may have
penalty
saw
against the
what
Blackhawks.
Oh yeah,
Coach
I get.
saw.
Yeah, no, but that's the thing. When the when the jersey moves and it's obvious, that's when the flag goes,
Yeah.
and the jersey moves.
Penalty back to the 32-yard line. It'll be
First and 20.
20 for the Blackhawks.
Negates the Janke touchdown.
And you know someone's got to defend officials around here. It's hard. I mean, and that's the thing. You
Trips
see
to the left.
You see the jersey move.
Bubble. Janke's going to get it again. Janke's going to have it back to the original line of scrimmage.
Luke Janke, the ball carrier.
Picks up 11. I think Jimmy's saying, let's go. Let's elevate this. Let's go.
Hastings made the tackle for Osceola.
Wouldn't
Gain of
mind
11
seeing,
yards on
you
that
know,
reception.
wouldn't mind seeing a little tempo from the Blackhawks.
Brings up
But
second
maybe they're saving
and
that for
9.
the second half. 6.5 to go, first half. Luke is going to get a little breather. Well deserved after touchdown negated. Another 11-yard carry. Play action.
He wants Brody,
He wanted Jimmy in the flat, but he got knocked over.
which is legal.
Which is legal.
Jensen's pass
There's
incomplete
no such
out
thing
of
as illegal
bounds.
contact or anything like that.
Brings up
For,
third and
Everybody
9 for
is
the
a
Blackhawks
run
from
blocker
Osceola
until the ball
21.
is thrown. You
can't
can-
hold them.
Nope, but you can knock him on the behind.
I think that was even incidental contact with the feet. Kind of got tangled. 3rd and 9 from the 21. I think here we're looking at 4-down territory. I know he's got the leg to make this, but with the result of the last one, and Dane's
there's a
gonna come to the middle,
huge
Dane up the
hole.
middle, 15, Dane 10. Dane squirts inside the 5.
There it
Dane
is.
Beanendall into the end zone.
Oh, for the
No
touchdown.
need to worry about a field goal. Dane Beanendall puts the Blackhawks up 14-7. Is that kind of a somewhat delayed delay there? Not quite a full draw delay, or no?
No, I think that was. I mean, we'll see it on our replay, but I think that was just your basic run.
It's gonna go to Dane again here. There's a flag. This could be big if it's offsides against us, which it is. They're saying we're offside.
A penalty flag.
A
prior
lot
to
of yellow
the snap.
hankies on the ground here. So now do you go for one?
No,
Offside against the offense.
that was just power left. Yeah, they probably do.
I mean, with them going for one right now, a lot of times I would kick it here, and Coach Kiefer rarely would agree with me, but this time he does.
And a change
So
of plans. The Blackhawks will attempt a point after kick.
It's easier from the middle of the field.
Yeah. And it's also harder from 7 yards or 8 yards away to get the 2-pointer.
That was
The kick is up, and it's good.
And the kick is good.
Mason Flores, the
6
successful
minutes and 2
PAT,
seconds
puts the
remaining in
Blackhawks up
quarter number 2. It's now Baldwin-Woodville
15-7 with
15
6:02 to
and
go,
Osceola
opening
7.
half here at King Field.
For over 38 years, OEM Fabricators has been building the backbone of industries worldwide, from construction and mining to rail, oil and gas, and agriculture. As a Wisconsin Manufacturer of the Year and Certified Family-Friendly Workplace, we proudly employ over 280 skilled team members across Woodville, Neillsville, and Phillips. Looking for a career with purpose? We offer flexible 7-day schedules and hands-on opportunities in metalworking. Visit OEMFab.com to learn more. OEM Fabricators, manufacturing like we mean it. Life's full of twists and turns, but whatever comes next, Wisconsin Credit Union is right there with you. With 24/7 access through online banking, our mobile app, text banking, and even touch-tone phone service, managing your money is easy, anytime, anywhere. Rooted in the philosophy of people helping people, we're proud to support local causes and spread kindness across our communities, because at Wisconsin, we're not just strong, we're community strong.
All right, so 6:02 opening half here. Beautiful night for high school football. Fall weather is kicking in a little bit. Sweatshirt weather.
To kick off for the Blackhawks.
Flores to kick.
Low line drive. 3 guys back is a unique setup.
Up the middle.
Oh,
that should be a flag. You can't leap. You can't hurdle someone.
You can't.
So I don't know how.
You also can't Antonio Brown defenders and lead with your foot into their breastplate. But
anyway, it'll be Chieftain 1st and 10 from the 30.
I actually, when I coached high school, that was a rule that was changed, and I started getting on the side judge for it, and he looked at me and he said, "What else do you want him to do?"
Yeah, something legal?
Well, that's what I said. Like, not jump over the player like he's not supposed to.
And the problem is you see that all the time. There's a seam pass. Oh!
Oh! Did he get it?
Oh, no, incomplete.
Have we seen that play, Ren? Like
Yeah,
the last play? That was
knocked by Jake Johansson. Got his hand on it. Up into the air. I believe it was a diving Everts.
Incomplete pass brings up 2nd and 10 from the 30.
We saw that, I want to say it was 3 years ago when Sean Van Someren, it might have been a playoff game. Or I don't know when it was. I know he leaped over someone successfully.
And they flagged him?
And they did flag him. And he's like, what?
Counter.
Escapes Johansson, but there's Aho.
Jackson DeMoe, the ball carrier.
DeMoe, good for
Ryan
2.
Aho made the tackle.
3rd and 8. Big, huge 3rd down here. So second quarter starts to wind down. Obviously, plenty of time for both teams. We saw, either saw or heard about the Chieftains going 99 yards in less than a minute last week.
So Earlbeck actually, they run plays in with him, so he's not on the field right now. And as the leading receiver by a ton, 26 catches on the year. The next most has 8.
Roll out this way.
He can run for it. Oh, good throw.
Throws. It's complete. That's number 10.
Pass
That's
completed
Reed
to
Oman.
Reed Oman.
That's a sophomore.
Tackled by Luke Janke. Gain on the play,
Curious to
good
see
for a
about
first down for
Earlbeck, who's
Osceola.
still over there. Interesting fact about him, his
First
grandpa
for the
was
Chieftains from
my
their own 44.
high school principal.
Really?
Yeah.
So
Mr. Benz was here. I saw Mr. and Mrs. Benz. They get mad at me because I still call them Mr. and Mrs. Benz.
Well, I mean, considering you're probably in the office in detention quite
no,
frequently.
no, I was a good kid. His mother was a year older than
Elliot
me.
Havlish, the ball carrier.
Played baseball with his dad.
Trevor Murdoch on the tackle.
Different school district.
In a
We
5
were
yards
consolidated
carry,
for
brings
baseball
up
for a
2nd
couple
and
years.
5
And
from the Osceola 49.
it's always nice to catch up with them at either basketball games or so. I told Forey and Jerry I would say hi to them. They're going to watch it back. They're here, but they're going to watch it back. So
Oh, he's got
roll out.
there.
There he is. There is Mr. Earlbeck. Down. Blackhawk territory to the 41-yard line. 4:10 to go.
Both teams over 100 yards passing.
Hayden Foster made the stop for the Blackhawks.
Osceola with
That'll be
103.
a first and 10
Baldwin-Woodville
for
with
the Chieftains from the Baldwin-Woodville
113.
41.
I'm not sure that I would have had both teams passing for more yards than the Hawks actually have run for 20 more than they passed for at this point.
But you would have guessed the Hawks could.
Right.
And I mean, and Chieftains have been one of more surprised where, again, less than 600 passing yards on the season going into tonight.
Oh.
Aho kind of brings
Jackson
him
DeMoe,
down
the ball
from behind.
carrier.
Jackson DeMoe picks up 6.
Ryan Aho made the
Second
tackle.
and 4, 4 minutes to go.
Gain of 6 yards in the carry brings up
Chieftains
second
looking to
and
answer
4
the
from the Baldwin-Woodville
most
35.
recent Blackhawk touchdown.
And Osceola will get the ball after half.
Both teams still 3 timeouts left. Clock not a factor at all. Second and 4. Senior quarterback. Connor Lumen.
Blitz.
Cross back. Steps up. Avoids the first guy. He's going to have a first down. Connor Lumen.
Lumen on the quarterback keeper.
Down to the 29-yard line. First down, Chieftains.
Alec Boyer on the tackle for the Blackhawks. Gain on the play, good for a 1st and 10 for Osceola from the Baldwin-Woodville 29.
Lumen and the Chieftains, nice drive here. Trying to answer the Blackhawks touchdown. Trailing by 8. So you talk about their success on PATs. Do you chase points this time? We've talked about that in the years past. And stutter stepping. Lumen going to spin. Pinball down.
That wasn't
Jackson
Lumen, though.
Jackson, or DeMoe, sorry. Down to the 21-yard line. Pick up 8.
Jake Johansson
Jackson,
on the tackle.
DeMoe.
I mean, I think both teams realize that they've left points on the field.
Gain of 8
And
yards in the carry brings up
if you
second
get to
and
field
2
goal
from the
range,
21.
yeah, I think you.
I mean, like if they score a touchdown here,
Go for 2?
do they start going? I mean, do they start chasing, or do they stay to their true? I mean, I think it's too early to start chasing.
Yeah. I think we'll see. Well, I mean,
And timeout, Blackhawks here with 2:21 to go. Coach Kiefer wants his defense to have a little breather. 2nd and 2, leading by 8.
since 1903, Nielsen's Foods has been proud to serve our communities with quality care and a smile. From fresh baked goods to our full-service deli, bakery, and Caribou Coffee, there's something here for everyone. Don't miss our award-winning Nielsen's Market Meats and the friendly staff that make shopping here feel like home. At Nielsen's, we're building more than just a store, we're building a family. Nielsen's Foods, over a century of service, a lifetime of trust. At Firehelm Langer, your goals come first. With offices in Baldwin, Ellsworth, River Falls, and Lake Elmo, we offer the expertise of a large CPA firm delivered with the personal intention of a trusted local partner. From bookkeeping and payroll to tax prep, planning, and financial projections, we take the time to understand your business and build lasting relationships. Firehelm Langer, local, responsive, reliable. Let's move forward together. So that, I believe, is the first time out of the half.
By either team, yes. So
I mean, our last game, I think we shut her down at like 10-10. And what time we got right now? I don't even.
we got 10 to 8.
Yeah. So a half that might get done in about an hour.
We got 10 to 8, and I got no score updates. I don't know if
the only one I'm really interested in is
Blackhawk and Osceola. That's 15 to 7.
Oh, we got a
Earlbeck wheel
touchdown.
goes up. He hauls it in.
Completed to Caleb Earlbeck.
He's a darn good
For an
rebounder.
Osceola touchdown.
He goes up and gets that one. Hauls it in for 6. It's 15 to 13.
So what are they doing here?
Looks like they're going for 2. They're talking about a play, so usually if it's going through the uprights, it's just kick it. Earlbeck from Lumen.
And the Chieftains
Good for
are
6.
opting to try for the 2-point conversion.
Lumen under center is going to roll it this way. They'll speed out, and there's going to be a flag. A little early on that one was Foster.
A penalty flag
And now
on the
they'll,
field.
at the yard and a half, you got to assume you just let the fullback try to bulldoze, right?
Or you go back to that triple option, whether it's the fullback or disconnect.
Right.
I mean, we've seen a lot of that triple
Pass
option
interference against the Blackhawks.
successful last week, and I'm sure when you're an option team, you have the midline in your
Right.
play as well. So I don't know if that's something
And
maybe
the
you want to bust
Chieftains will
out,
get another attempt at a 2-point
or
conversion.
which is this.
time from the 1-yard
Yeah, I
line.
think typically, right, you're looking for the wider of the tackles if you're not zeroed.
So
Well, they call timeout.
you run your.
And a
You usually have a
timeout
tackle
taken
that's like a
by
2-eye
Osceola.
and a 3.
That's their
You
first
run your
timeout.
midline at the 3
Right.
to make him close, and you run your option to the 2-eye, and you're blocking that guy and reading the end.
So for those that are wondering what the heck that means, your center's your 0, your guards are your 2s, your tackles are your 4s, your ends are your 6s. So when you talk about a 2 or a 2-eye, you're talking about a guy that's either head up on your guard or a shade inside your guard, right? And your 3 is the guy that's in between the guard tackle.
Correct.
Right? So it's you're gonna decide which is the side you want to run to based on the interior set of, is it a 2? Is he head up on my guard? Is he inside shade of my tackle? You're not gonna run midline when you're zeroed, right? Because your nose and your center, and you run midline. Basically, your center's just gonna usually take the
He's blocking down on the 2-eye.
Right.
He's blocking down on the 2-eye. The guy that's inside the guard, and
right.
we'll say on the left side, and then the wider D tackle, you're going to read him.
But we're zeroed here.
We're 0, so which makes it tough to run midline and or option against. It's a different blocking scheme, but can be done, and it is midline.
And that's good.
Or the triple option, and it's going to be Havlish into the end zone. Chieftains answer, and we flip-flop 1, 2, 2, 1. It's 15:15 to go, 2:15 opening half.
When it comes to your home or business trust experience you can count on, at Blackhawk Garage Door, we're your local experts for garage door sales, service, and installations, plus beautiful polyurea concrete floor coating for your garage, patio, pool deck, and more. Our coatings are completed in just 1 day and come with a lifetime warranty. Proudly serving Western Wisconsin and the Twin Cities Metro for over 20 years. We're here for all your residential and commercial needs. Contact Blackhawk Garage Door today and make your space look and perform its best. BlackhawkGarageDoor.com.
So one thing up on the hill was very convenient last week. We were kind of secluded, but the one thing I missed the most was the from being up in the hill secluded was the Carl dancing.
We didn't get
so
that.
We need extra Carl dancing this week, I think, to make up for lack
you know what? I will trade Carl dancing 100 times out of 100 if it means no mosquitoes.
And I'll tell you what, I mean, we're secluded up here tonight, so there's no visiting team up here with us. Not that ever bothers us, but.
And there's no mosquitoes.
No mosquitoes.
Daniel Larkey to kick off.
Get Carl dancing. We're right on midfield. Nothing better. That's an offsides, but.
Not blown dead.
For all the flags
and
you've seen,
into the end
zone
zone for the automatic
might have been one.
The Blackhawks will begin
so,
at their own
like I mentioned, the Hawks will kick off to start quarter number 3. We have 135 seconds between here and halftime of a tie game between the last 2 undefeated teams in the Middle Border Conference. A game that will decide who gets to claim at least a share of the Middle Border, but more importantly, as they both aspire to do better things than just win the conference, will have significant seeding implications. So a one seed, the worst they'll ever have to do is go to a neutral site. A 2 seed, level 3 would be on the road. A 3 seed would potentially be road games in level 2 and level 3.
I think it's safe to say the winner of this would potentially at least get 2 home games if they survive in advance. Quick pass to Everts out and across the 30. Good little first down. Pick up 12. Only take a couple seconds off the clock. I mean, there's still potential for both teams to end up on that 1 or 2 line, and you do a lot of those numbers, and we get to that second half more. But right now, is potential for both these to be a 2 seed.
Yep.
Still be a 2 seed. So.
Yeah. Right now, well, we'll talk about it later.
Draw. Vienendahl makes one guy miss. Stiff arm to second, crosses the 40, going to get out of bounds, about the 42.
The ball carrier.
43-yard line is be a first down. Blackhawks good for 11. 2:03 to go. 2 timeouts remaining for the Blackhawks.
For the Blackhawks.
Yeah, and you know, it's in any of these end of game, end of half situations, you don't want to get beat over the top, right? But that leaves you susceptible to so many underneath things. Brody basically uncovered, that's his, what did I have him for? His 4th catch without a touchdown, but his 4th catch where he's just kind of uncovered in the flat.
It's so different in high school though too, where clock stops on a first down even momentarily, but You can't just give up chunk yards.
Luke Jenke, the ball carrier.
2 minutes. Both these teams know that both offenses are capable of scoring with a minute.
Aiden Spiegel and
So-
Waylon Cole on the stop.
Pick up a 6 there. Again,
Gain of 6 yards on the carry brings up
it's a
second
good
and
first
4
down. It gives you
from the
plenty of
Baldwin-Woodville
options on 2nd
49.
and 4. You got Everts on the line down here, one-on-one.
Oh, here comes the reverse.
Everts going to get to the edge.
Joey's lead blocking.
Jensen's going to block. He's going to get the block. 40. Down about 35-yard
Brody
line.
Everts, the ball
Brody
carrier.
Everts. I believe that'll be his first carry of the
Forced out
season.
of bounds.
Yeah, that's similar to
Far
the look
sideline.
that the Hawks did with Jenke last week on a 4th and
36-yard
goal.
line. That'd be 1st and 10 for the Blackhawks.
First reverse we saw was like that in this offense was Gavin 3 years ago at Prescott. I think it was Prescott.
1st and 10 Blackhawks from the 36. Jensen drops back. He's got a little pressure coming. He'll throw it in the direction of Jimmy Kropelnicki, 30. Jimmy's going to go out of bounds about the 27-yard line.
James Kropelnicki on
Pick
the
up
pass
about
reception.
7, 8, maybe even 9. You were yelling, that was luckily high for Jimmy, because if it wasn't high for Jimmy, it might have been picked.
It probably would have been picked, and if that would have been picked, it would have been 7 the other direction.
27-yard line. It'd be 2nd and 1.
Our principal allowed the senior parents to come out a little bit on the field here as it's.
Oh, he's got Aiden.
He does have Aiden Foster, 2nd time tonight.
Touchdown.
Aiden Foster.
Aiden
Shut out
Foster.
prior to tonight. It's senior night.
Blackhawks.
He's only a junior though, isn't he?
He's a junior.
Yeah. But hey, Aiden Foster, the 2nd time tonight. Quick strike. Blackhawks. 67 seconds still remaining in the opening half. Foster in for the 2nd time.
27-yard touchdown pass from Joe Jensen to Aiden Foster. And a 2-point conversion attempt coming up.
And it's going to go to Dane again. Snap to Dane. Dane's going to walk into the end zone. Blackhawks.
For the 2-point conversion.
Jensen to Foster for 6. Dane in for 2. 67 seconds left. Find the Blackhawks back up by 8. 23-15.
Oh, he's got Aiden.
Hey, you heard me. Stay warm and cozy this winter with Lakes Gas, your local family-owned propane company, proudly serving the community for over 65 years. From heating and cooking to backyard grilling, Lakes Gas delivers reliable, affordable propane for homes and businesses alike. With locations in Roberts and Hager City, we're committed to exceptional service and giving back to the communities we serve. Discover the Lakes Gas difference. Visit lakesgas.com today. Carl. Pink Pony Club, Carl.
It's pink out night, I believe, here tonight.
It certainly is. That's what all the pink's about.
I'm thinking maybe.
That's you know what? Aiden Foster needs more pink outs.
Yeah. Hey. He got the pink socks? No, he does not.
No.
He's got the pink undershirt, no. Or
it's a feeling.
whatever it's got.
Flores to kick off for the Blackhawks.
Touchback would be nice here, Mason.
Low screamer is going to bounce.
Picked up inside the 5.
Down to the 20, 25-yard line.
It's good cover. Is that Aiden Foster making the tackle? It's an Aiden Foster type of night here.
I think that
Kingfield.
Him and Brody Hansen were there.
Yeah, Brody held the edge, which is what you want. Turned him back inside, and Aiden was there to clean up the mess.
So why not? So he scored a touchdown. You got a tackle on special teams.
You
why
want
not get an interception?
that's what you want. You want because he's getting a break.
JT Dockel says not the first play at least.
Oh, we got the pain train coming through. I don't think we've had a pain train come through during the game yet this year.
I don't know what a pain train is.
It was a 2010 thing. When you heard the train, you called it the pain train, and the guys on the sideline went crazy.
Quick pass. Out, dropped about 30, 31-yard line. That's number 5. That's DeMont.
Riley DeMont, the ball carrier.
He's upended.
Brody Everts made the tackle.
Brody pick up a 5 for Osceola.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 from the 31.
See how quick they want to go, knowing they get the ball first, but they still have 2 timeouts left.
When number 5 makes a 5-yard reception, it's a lot of 5s I had to write down on my
roll out.
little sprint out.
Earlbeck. Ooh, he kind of stopped. You look, you want to maybe kind of come back
Pass
up, but
completed to Caleb Earlbeck.
temporarily going to stop the clock to move the chains.
JT Dockel made the tackle for the Blackhawks.
There was no timeout there?
Good for
No,
a
I don't
first
believe
and
so.
10 for Osceola.
Oh yeah, well it must be because I see the coaching staff out here, so or out there rather for Osceola. So the second timeout for the Chieftains.
And a timeout taken by Osceola.
24
their
seconds left.
second.
The Hawks got plenty of practice in this sort of situation at the end of last week, right? Where there. See the paint train song. All right, I'm going to thank all of our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV one more time this half. The Smokehouse, Whitecap Financial Advisors, Timmerman Realtors, Family Chiro Care, Helverson Concrete Solutions, Ferns Lawn Care, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Fenner & Jewelers, Firehelm Langer, St. Croix Garage Doors, Pete's Construction, Crystal Orthodontics, CW Garage Door Distribution, Village Pharmacy, Woodville Garage Bar, Baldwin Light Stream, Shea Financial Services, American Family Insurance, Justin Nygaard Agency, Western Wisconsin Health, Wisconsin Credit Union, Blackhawk Garage Door, OEM Fabricators, Nielsen's Food, Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, A-Star Concrete, TMS Auto, Lakes Gas, Lupien Ford, DMS Repair, Anytime Fitness, and Bumper to Bumper. Thank you to all of our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV. Those of you that are watching, you can support us by liking, subscribing, doing those things on your YouTube app.
From their own 41.
We lost the scoreboard.
So it's 24 seconds left. First and 10.
Yeah, we'll
From the 41-yard line, it's going to be a little play action. It's going to be past the line of scrimmage. Down tackle out of bounds about the 47, 48-yard line. Hunter Lumen. Give him 6 yards.
Ryan Aho made the stop for the Blackhawks.
2nd and 4, 19 seconds left as Jeremy fixes the
I'm working on it.
camera.
We have a camera
Colby spotted
that
on the Osceola
does not
47.
charge real well,
Have a 2nd and 4.
and if the power button gets bumped at all, it unplugs and then turns off.
2nd and 4, Chieftains. Still in their own territory. Got 53 yards to go for 6. I don't know what their range would be for their field goal, but
We got a double move. You got to go get there. You got to get there.
Dockel, disadvantage in size. However, when you're step for step, that can make up for that.
Dockel.
Great coverage, JT. He loses about a foot there, maybe.
Well, and if you, I'll have to rewatch this, but Brody kind of, Brody took kind of a flat path when he should have been running back towards the pylon. I think he.
You gotta as a safety right now, you got to understand that you can't
Nothing
get
over the
beat
top.
double.
Nothing over the top.
Your first step's got to be towards the pylon or towards the goalpost or somewhere back.
Yeah.
If they catch a 10-yard out right here, okay, now what?
Yeah. It's anything in front of the goal line.
I mean, I'd like to see Dane back up even 5 more. He's starting to back up.
Turn and run.
That time again. So they caught a 3rd down pass. They got the 1st down. Earlbeck catches it, goes out of bounds at the 47-yard line on the Blackhawk side now, but 8 seconds gives you 2 plays probably.
Forced out of bounds by Luke Janke.
And you can run with 1 timeout left.
From the Baldwin-Woodville 47.
You can run. You probably want to run something towards the middle of the field, call timeout, right? You catch a 15-yard pass, you get a shot in the end zone. It is now.
It is over the middle. It's going to be caught. Hauled in at the 30. Breaks the tackle. 20, 15. But the problem is he goes out of bounds with no time left. And the half will end with that. I don't see any yellow. Therefore, it's going to be Blackhawks 23, Chieftains 15. An exciting first half, and we're expecting a very exciting second half. We'll be back.
That is the end of the first half.
Again, we'll turn the mics off.
We're going to get a bunch of flag football going on.
Plenty of entertainment to watch, so go make some more popcorn, grab another beverage, grab a snack or two, and we got an exciting second half coming up in about 15 minutes.
Parents lined up on the north end of the bleachers.
All right, we are back after some senior recognition and some little kid football. Also some trivia on the big board. Blackhawks lead 23-15. We're halfway through the game. And this is where we do our weekly tradition where Nick tries to recall significant events of half number one.
You want to do stats first?
Okay, sure. I'll do some stats.
I gotta think.
Osceola, leading rusher is Lumen with 39 yards. As you look over my shoulder, don't do that. 39 yards on 9 carries. They have 49, 61, exactly 100 yards rushing on the day. Lumen has passed 14 times. He's got 10 completed passes for 173 yards and 1 touchdown. He also had a touchdown rushing. Earlbeck has 5 catches for 78 yards and a touchdown. On the Blackhawks side of the ledger, Dane Wienendahl 10 carries for 97 yards. Luke Jenke 3 carries for 37 yards. And Dane has 1 rushing touchdown. Through the air, Joe's threw him for 2 touchdowns on 10 of 12 passing, 161 yards. Brody Everett's 4 catches for 91 yards, no touchdowns. That actually puts him under 50% on his touchdown catches for touchdowns. He was 9 for 16. He's now 9 for 20. And then Aiden Foster in a big way in the first half, 2 catches for 42 yards. Both of those touchdowns. Dane Wienendahl has 2 two-point conversions. Mason Flores has 1 two-point conversion. For Osceola, Cole has a kick and Havlish has a run. Now, Nick,
you kind of give it away there. Usually don't say the scores. You just give the yardage.
Well, I'm trying to help you because your failure rate is high.
My success rate is extremely high, and it started tonight with the quarterback Connor Lumen.
Yep.
Going in
at 6:51 of quarter number 1.
For the first touchdown, the PAT was good. It was 7-0.
How long was that touchdown, Nick?
Was that 5 yards?
It was 1 yard because they played they had the whole series inside the 5-yard line.
Yeah,
remember?
that's right.
Okay, so we'll give you like a C on that one.
60. Oh, hey, that's a very good score.
All right, so after that,
the Blackhawks, the first touchdown. Oh boy, was that Wienendahl? The first one, or was that Foster?
Well, I mean,
it was. The first one was actually Jensen to Foster.
Jensen to Foster from?
And that one was 30 yards.
It was 15, so
half of 30.
It was 45 feet. At 5:27 of quarter number 1, that made it 7-6, and then
it was Dane in for a 2-point conversion.
Makes it 8-7. We go almost a full quarter, and then at 6:02 of quarter number 2, what happens?
That's when Dane Wienendahl goes in for 6.
Yeah, from?
Well, he got handed off to from Joe Jensen.
I know, but how long?
Distance-wise?
Yes.
10 yards.
Close, but also double that and add 1. 21-yard rush.
I know this now. And then we had a offsides penalty on the PAT 2-point try.
Yep.
So Mason Flores was successful on the PAT.
That was true.
Making it 15-7.
Yep. And then a long drive that ends at 2:15 of quarter number 2.
Which saw the quarterback, Connor Lumen, find fellow senior Caleb Earlbeck in the end zone from 30.
21.
Yes, just inside the 30. And they decided to go for 2 after it was a penalty on the Blackhawks. Made 1.5-yard line, saw the big sophomore fullback. That would be Elliot Havlish go in for 2. Yep. Blackhawks got the ball back just over 2 minutes to go in the first half. It took half of that time.
Almost exactly half that time. 1:07, so a minute and 8-second drive. So at 1:07 of quarter number 2, what happened?
They saw Mr. You called it as he was wide open coming across from, I want to say, about 35 yards.
27.
Aiden Foster from Joe Jensen. And it was Dane Wienendahl walking in for 2, which sees us right now at the start of the 3rd quarter, which the Chieftains will get the ball first, trailing 23-15. So first half, I'll start. I usually ask what your thoughts of the first half, but I would like to say that I think Jensen and their quarterback have kind of dueling each other right now.
Yeah.
Have very successful first halves. Jensen's found Everett a few times. He's found Aiden Foster twice in the end zone. Very good first half, I think, from throwing the ball, both sides of the ball.
Yeah, much more action in the air than I anticipated.
Little long squibber, bounces up to 10, 30, 35, 40, and across the 40. The Chieftains, good field position to start second half.
Yeah, so we talked about getting a stop and how you're going to respond to that, and where we are right now is the Hawks lead by 1 possession. The Chieftains have the ball, so we're back kind of to square one where you're looking for a stop. The field position didn't really play a huge deal in half number 1, and no turnovers, no fumbles, no interceptions. Pretty clean game with just a handful of penalties.
We see some penalties, call back some scores. As the disconnect here is going to be upheld as Aho brings on Lumen for about a yard. And right before half, we did get a score update that you kind of was disappointed in when Aquinas is leading 20-0.
Yeah, so that game was last year. Aquinas beat West Salem 20-18. The significance there is that either of these teams would be looking for help to guarantee a number 1 seed, and the West Salem team is probably the most formidable opponent for the projected number 1s, and West Salem playing Aquinas that could knock Aquinas off the 1 line, but looks like they're going to secure.
Oh, JT had it in his hands. He's running still, but he forgot the ball.
Incomplete pass.
Through the hands, JT, right there.
Knocked down by
long 3rd and 8 though.
That brings up 3rd and 8 from the 44.
This is where I make a joke about Mr. Doc, but I'm not going to do that tonight. I'm not. No.
He's a great guy. I mean, I would say that it's JT's not his fault that he's only 4'10".
What his dad's going to say is that if you weren't wearing those silly pink gloves, you would have caught that. I can.
3rd and 8, play action. A little pressure.
There it is.
Going to pick off. That's Hanson. Hanson to the 40. 35. We talked about the key interception turnovers.
For the Blackhawks.
Senior Brody Hanson.
And if you watch that back, before you say your spiel, it was the pass rush that got after, and that's what we've seen the Hawks do so much this year. Didn't do it great against Altoona last week. Pass rush causes a turnover, and
all turnovers brought to you by Pac-Man's Concrete. All your concrete needs, get a hold of Nick or Jason, 612-804-5222.
And what do we do after turnovers? We take a quick shot. I'm looking for Brody Everts on a little play action to the bottom of the screen.
He's wide open. There's 6 more right there. Brody Everts into the end zone. Touchdown, Blackhawks. Just like that.
Touchdown.
It's an interception, and it's 6 more. 29-15 Blackhawks. Boy, he couldn't have ran that seam route more wide open. Jensen, we talked about his first half, comes out, and he strikes early. 35.
They need to do me a service, and they need to start that clip. And what do we do after a turnover? That's where the highlight clip starts.
I don't know if Hush can get that far back, but
yeah, you can. It's just pause and play.
Yeah. Well, if he realizes it, he's gonna go to Dane. Dane's gonna be upended, but I think he's in.
There's no hands up. They're gonna wave it off.
They're gonna say no.
The ball carrier stopped short of
Dane
the goal line
denied the extra 2. But Brody Hanson with the interception. Jensen to Everts, 30 yards. It's Blackhawks 29-15. Let's listen to this.
They got to bring that back about 15 more seconds. Looking to get your Wisconsin driver's license or just need a refresher behind the wheel? Bumper to Bumper in Somerset, Wisconsin has you covered. Locally owned and operated, we offer flexible driver education online or in-person classroom instruction, plus professional behind-the-wheel training. Whether you're a teen getting your permit or an adult brushing up on the rules of the road, we're here to help you drive with confidence. Visit us online at btbsdllc.com. That's btbsdllc.com. Bumper-to-Bumper Driving School, driven to teach, committed to safety. The best part is that when I was on Coach's staff, if we would have picked that off, and this is Jeremy in his 20s, right? Not Jeremy in his 40s, but that guy hasn't really changed a whole lot. As soon as Brody picks that pass off, I'd have been in Dan's ear like, we got to go for it. We got to go for it. Throw deep. And he would just shake his head.
That's when he presses the old switch and turns you off. And
no, I was on the sideline. He couldn't turn me off.
Flores to kick.
Towards the corner.
That's
I don't love that.
Going to go out of bounds. Going to be first down. Osceola at the 35-yard line, I believe.
You know, there's so many kickoff rules now. It's not as simple as just like ball gets placed at the 20, or the ball gets placed at the 35, or the.
They're still pretty simple in high school.
Yeah, and then they get more complex. There's a
dynamic kickoff.
Yeah, there's the receiving zone or the target landing area.
Landing zone.
The landing zone. You know, I was watching as much football on Sunday as I do. You'd think I would have that terminology correct.
They're too busy worrying about punching in stats and stuff to see who's going to end up on what line. And
I have done quite a bit of that.
I think I was going to tell you this. I mean, I'll say it on air maybe. You should do something for subscribers only, like midweek of your projected.
Oh, there we go. That ball's out.
And another turnover. Blackhawk ball. It's going to be another big play. It was a pitch. It was a big hit. Ball's on the ground. It's Blackhawk ball. 10:50 to go. Hope you weren't late in making that popcorn or grabbing that beverage.
Brody Everett's forced fumble.
Oh, there we go. That ball's out. And another turnover. Blackhawk ball.
Well, you know, I'd probably go for it again, but I feel like we're probably just going to see like counter or power. Maybe a little pin and pull here to the wide side.
You get right now if you got a chance to just put a dagger in this Osceola team.
Bubble. It's going to be it's going to be
right now. You got one-on-one Foster for the third time. Foster third time is a charm. End zone. Touchdown Blackhawks. A minute 17 in. And the Blackhawks, 2 turnovers, 2 touchdowns. Light show. What's happening? Aiden Foster, have a day, young man.
32-yard touchdown pass. Joe Jensen to Aiden Foster.
And just right now, the heads are like, whoa, what just happened? We had the ball, down the score.
12 seconds later. Literally 12 seconds from the last score.
Yeah. This time it's going to be Jank. He's going to try and throw it.
Oh, there's a face mask? No face mask?
And denied. So something we really haven't seen is denied 2 straight 2-point conversions. The Blackhawks up 3 scores at 35-15. 10:43 still to go in the third quarter.
At Crystal Orthodontics, our goal is to exceed your expectations. Our care is centered around you, and we want you to have fantastic experiences that lead to a perfect, healthy smile. That's why our doctors and orthodontic teams go out of their way to keep you smiling throughout every step of the process. Our unique combination of long-time experience, highly qualified and caring team members, and dedication to going above and beyond to meet your unique needs has led us to be the area's preferred orthodontic provider. Exceptional smiles and extraordinary experiences, that's what matters to us. We can't wait to care for you. I'm going to get one more in. Looking for your next Ford, whether it's a rugged truck, a dependable SUV, or a certified used vehicle, Lupien Ford in Baldwin has you covered. We're your hometown source for new and used Fords, expert service, genuine parts, and a car buying experience that's second to none. Visit us at 850 Fern Drive in Baldwin, where great service and great vehicles come standard. You know, I'm really disappointed in myself, Nick, for not suggesting that we go back for the jugular.
And I was the one saying we got a chance to just, almost, not to say end this game. There's obviously plenty of time left, but this is going to put
huge too. That's huge.
Deep in their territory. Right now, as much as you want a big score, big play, quick here for the Chieftains, you could almost rather have a 5-minute possession where you score just a kind of a statement drive, but you need a first down right now.
Literally anything that can build some confidence, right?
You look at it was 2, we'll say, just over 3 minutes to go game time. It was 15-15.
Right.
And following that kick
I mean, it was about 4 minutes ago game time. The Chieftains scored to tie it 15-15. And end of the half, Blackhawks score, turnover score, turnover score. A little kind of a sprint out.
And now you're just trying to stop the bleeding.
Sweep.
Yeah,
that's the edge.
That's
Get out to
speed.
about the 20-yard line. Crosses that.
Jackson
DeMol,
the ball carrier.
To the 21.
Yeah, we talked at the halftime, no turnovers, and how that could sway the game. 2 of them.
And, I mean, even backflashing before that, it was Dockel that had one.
Had one, and yep.
Missed it. I think it might have been the next play where Hansen capitalized on it.
How about Aiden Foster's night, though?
Wearing number 3, finds the end zone 3 times so far. Counter. First down, Chieftains out to the 30-yard line.
Jackson DeMo, the ball carrier.
Yeah, he's a speedy one.
Brody Everts made the stop for the Blackhawks.
That's kind of what they're about again, is getting,
first
you know,
10 for Osceola at their own 30.
It's still plenty of time left here. I mean, we're just starting the second half. Stay to who you are, and you know who they are. They that seam route that they almost popped the first half. Another counter this way. Good 9 yards there on first down.
Oh.
Number 4.
Ryan Bebo, the ball carrier. Luke Janke and Dane Veenendahl in the
Brian
tackle.
Bebo.
Gain of 9 yards. Second.
He's not one of their top 5 rushers.
Nope. No, the guy that's listed 24 must be the backup fullback. He's their 4th leading rusher. He has not carried it.
Backs. Earlbeck, you're gonna look deep, and there comes a flag.
Pass intended for Earlbeck, incomplete.
Illegal shift.
It would be. He was throwing it earlier if that's the case.
Oh, hold. So you take that penalty. Right, that was second down, so it would be second and 11.
Second 11.
Against Osceola.
Kind of weird to come from the side judge here.
Yeah, and that's why I assumed it was a procedural penalty.
But I knew it was too late for that.
And after the penalty is assessed, it brings up second and 11 from the 29.
Second 11 from the 29 for Osceola. As you mentioned, Earlbeck goes over to get the plays. It's a lot of extra yardage you're running.
Mm-hmm.
And he's got about that foot advantage right now to Dockel, who's on him one-on-one. Gonna see him on a roll.
There's that pass rush. Drew Veenendahl, I think that is.
Supposed to be like a draw, because the receivers weren't going out for a pass route there.
Drew Veenendahl made the sack for the Blackhawks.
That was a design QB draw or what that was, but
wasn't effective.
Loss of 1 yard. Brings up third.
I think it's almost like it could be an inside draw.
Knowing what Coach Newton grew up in, seeing some sort of screen here would not surprise me.
Some tight formations, wheel route out and up. There's that seam route. Oh, the middle. Earlbeck calls it in.
Oh, good tackle. Oh, he's still up.
Dean wrapped him up. It's going to be 4th and 3 here for the Chieftains.
So what do? You
gotta
go, right?
But, I mean, at the 37,
the play up to the 37-yard line of Osceola.
You don't get this, you're 1 play away from being down by 27.
Yep. But if you punt it, you're
1 play away.
you could be down 4 possessions, and that I think you gotta do something that will
be aggressive.
Suggest that you are instilling some confidence in your guys.
Correct. Earlbeck's out for this play now too.
Oh, they might try to. I mean, it might be a timeout and a punt, huh? Or a timeout. We'll think more. All right, that gives us an opportunity
And a
to
timeout taken by Osceola, their
tell you
first.
about some sponsors. Looking for a place that drives good times? Head to Woodville Garage Bar, where muscle cars, cold drinks, and live music come standard. Located in the heart of Woodville, we're serving up American favorites with a retro roadside twist. Come for the food and stay for the music. Woodville Garage Bar is a great venue with the best vibes around. Woodville Garage Bar, more than a bar, it's a destination. And rumor is, if you show up tonight, you can get Nick Pack's autograph.
I don't know about that. I don't want Jeff's autograph.
When your ride needs work, don't mess around. Bring it to the pros at DMS Repair. We specialize in ATV, UTV, and snowmobile repairs. From full engine rebuilds to drivetrain upgrades. Need performance? We've got clutch kits, ECM tunes, turn signal kits, rim tires, you name it. We work on all major brands, and with our advanced diagnostic software, no job is too big or too small. DMS Repair, get back out there stronger than ever. So one thing that you've talked about with Coach, football games on non-school days, right? So no school today. Kind of a slower start for the Hawks, but once they got back into the groove of things, wearing the pink, 35 points through 2.5 quarters.
It's something to do with that end of the second quarter, where they just turn it into a different gear, and the points they score from the end of the second, well, it's halfway through the second quarter what it is. That's
incomplete. A good break.
For Waylon Cole, incomplete.
Seam route, but
so through 7 games, Lumen had attempted 62 passes. In game number 8, 2.5 quarters in, he's attempted 18 passes.
I'd say it's quite a few. So now you're back in the sideline here. What are you yelling at Coach Keeper saying? Hey, it's not a turnover. It's a turnover on downs.
Well, I'd go trips to our side, and I'd run that almost that bubble pump.
First and 10 for the Blackhawks.
And then go deep. Well,
they don't got any numbers up. 2-on-2 up to the top side. I say wheel route to Janke, but he's gonna get the sweep.
Get inside.
Cuts it inside the 30. Janke's gonna have a first down.
Luke Janke, the ball
I was gonna say maybe go for like a draw, thinking they're just gonna drop back and whatnot.
Daniel Larkey on the tackle, and that's good for a first down for the Blackhawks.
Looks like West Salem's on the board. It's now 20-7.
Got some
almost
work to do there.
Third quarter.
First and 10 from
the other potential 1 seed that is playing tonight is Columbus. That's not based on the current standings. That's based on projected results through next week.
So I was saying, I don't know if I got cut off by one of the Blackhawk turnovers or touchdowns, but I think you should do a members only little.
Is he going to get his 4th?
Number 4, Aiden Foster going up.
Stop it!
Incomplete.
No, okay.
Members only little what you're projecting
and how it's determined.
And maybe go into a little depth on what goes into it, but.
So you're suggesting I go nerdy?
If things play out the way people might think they play out week 9 on where you think the Blackhawks and or everybody else will end up, because right now you're thinking that even though a Blackhawk victory over Osceola, we'll see both these potentially end up as a 2 slot.
Wow, Little Chute won last night,
which is a big one.
So Little Chute upsetting Luxembourg Casco gives them their tier 2, their tier 1 score goes up, their tier 2 score goes up, and presently, if this score holds, they would be Little Chute would bump Osceola from a 2 to a 3. The Hawks would be number 5 in the state, which would give them a 2 seed, would match them up with in the Aquinas region. Osceola would be
Brody 10, stiff arm, pushed out of bounds
for a little bit. And that would set up this rematch in 3 weeks right here. Level 2.
And so that being said too, they have 4 1 seeds. They could all be 4 from Western Wisconsin. They could all be 4 from Eastern Wisconsin. And they have 4 2 seeds. So like we said, there's a possibility that Osceola and the Blackhawks are 2 seeds and not even in the same, we'll call it bracket. And then it's based on travel after that. Janke's going to be in for 6. He's going to be untouched. Dane untouched. Luke Janke in for 6 more. And it's the Blackhawks routing Osceola Chieftains now. It's 41-15. And wouldn't be surprised to see a 1 point here, but no. Oh yeah, we're gonna have Paulson
Miles?
kick it.
6-yard touchdown run for Luke Janke.
I'll be honest. I don't want to hear he's a freshman.
And the Blackhawks
Every
will
time
attempt
Luke
a
touches
point
the
after
ball,
kick.
I want to hear everybody go, Luke.
Why are they booing him?
Miles Paulson
That's
is
that.
the kicking.
But that's what needs to happen, and I'm disappointed that it hasn't happened yet.
High snap. Dane does get it down. Paulson's kick up and through. 6
And
minutes to
the
go.
kick
Still
up
in the
is
third
good.
quarter. It's 42 to
6
15.
minutes, 3 seconds remaining in
Blackhawks
quarter number 3.
over
It's
the
now
Chieftains.
Baldwin-Woodville 42
So
and Osceola
27
15.
unanswered. All right, here we go. Looking to buy or sell a home? Trust the team your neighbors have trusted for years. Timmerman Realtors, led by Don and Andrew. Timmerman Realtors brings generations of experience and a personal touch to every detail. They're not just agents, they're part of the community. Whether it's your first home or your forever home, let Timmerman Realtors guide you every step of the way. Timmerman Realtors. For over 38 years, Olean Fabricators has been building the backbone of industries worldwide, from construction and mining to rail, oil and gas, and agriculture. As a Wisconsin Manufacturer of the Year and certified family-friendly workplace, we proudly employ our over 280 skilled team members across Woodville, Neillsville, and Phillips. Looking for a career with purpose? We offer flexible 7-day schedules and hands-on opportunities in metalworking. Visit oemfab.com to learn more. OEM Fabricators, manufacturing like we mean it. If Carl's not dancing to this, what is Carl dancing to, Nick?
Everything else. I mean,
Mason Flores
he's-
to kick off for the
Okay.
Blackhawks.
he's preparing his next dance. You know, it's a mental thing too. So Flores kick high and never end, taken in about the 12.
Try to run up the middle wedge.
And there is a wedge there. He's going to be gone. He's going to
He's
be gone.
so gone.
50, 40, 35, 30. And Osceola
Jackson
trying to
on the
get back
return,
into it.
takes it all the way for an Osceola
That's a
touchdown.
Flores touchdown. I'm sorry, that's a DeMoe touchdown.
For
Jackson DeMoe,
88.
88 yards. (42-21).
So just for reference, because this is kind of crazy, that touchdown happened 12 seconds after the Jenke touchdown.
Touchdown
The
makes it
Everts
42 to
touchdown
21.
happened 12 seconds before the Foster touchdown.
So what time did Osceola score their second touchdown?
2:15 of quarter number 2.
So at 2:16, so we're talking about, we'll say 2.5 minutes and then we'll even say 6.5 minutes. So 9 minutes of gameplay. Saw what,
Chieftains
1,
will
2,
attempt a 2-point conversion.
6
3, 4,
touchdowns.
5, 6 touchdowns.
He's got him in the flat. No, he doesn't.
He's trying to step up and run. He's going to be tackled from behind. Jimmy
Lewis
Kropelnicki
taken down short of
denies
the
the
goal
2-point
line. The
conversion.
conversion attempt
Chieftains, 88-yard kick
5:51
return.
remaining in the third
Trying to
quarter.
answer here. Now trailing
Baldwin-Woodville
42-21.
Osceola 21.
Life's full of twists and turns, but whatever comes next, Wisconsin Credit Union is right there with you. With 24/7 access through online banking, our mobile app, text banking, and even touch-tone phone service, managing your money is easy anytime, anywhere. Rooted in the philosophy of people helping people, we're proud to support local causes and spread kindness across our communities. Because at Wisconsin, we're not just strong, we're community strong. Since 1903, Nielsen's Foods has been proud to serve our communities with quality, care, and a smile. From fresh baked goods to our full-service deli, bakery, and Caribou Coffee, there's something for everyone. Don't miss our award-winning Nielsen's Market Meats and the friendly staff that make shopping here feel like home. At Nielsen's, we're building more than just a store, we're building a family. Nielsen's Foods, over a century of service, a lifetime of trust.
Onside kick. It looks like the Blackhawks are maybe expecting it or ready for it at least, but
Yeah, I would certainly be ready for it. But I mean, if there could be 6 touchdowns scored in 8 game minutes,
they're lining
there
up.
could
as
be
if
12 touchdowns scored yet in the rest of this game.
they're- Right. I know if somehow you could find a way to get into keeper's ear if we do score a touchdown, he'd be yelling them to go for 2. Just
make it.
because you want that number. We won't. We'll say after we do it.
Yeah, I get you.
Daniel Larkey to kick off for Osceola.
So he is all the way over the hash. He's got the ball kind of teed up facing the Osceola bench. He's left-footed. It is a little onside kick.
Oh,
Picked up.
Who's that?
Onside
That's
kick
well
attempt
done by
recovered the Blackhawks.
Number 52.
Trevor
that's
Murdoch.
Trevor Murdoch came up with the ball for the Blackhawks.
That's
the toss to the ref might not have been the greatest, but you don't have to play quarterback. Just got to play the receiver there. And
yep. The
did his
ball's
job.
coming at you. Do your job. Catch it and get down. Protect yourself.
The Blackhawks will begin their next drive with a first and 10
So,
from their own 49.
this is their 4th possession for the Blackhawks, and this is their worst field position of the half, starting at their own 49.
Yeah, that's the one thing going from West Sports to Bound. They don't have the capability yet to have the scoring summary, which is kind of a bummer. Scoring summaries tonight, when you look at them, it's just like, wait, that happened?
JT on the sweep. He might not get the edge, though.
Oh.
Earlbeck.
JT Dockel,
There's
the
that
ball
size
carrier,
advantage again.
stopped by Caleb Earlbeck.
Gonna get 1 on that carry, it looks like. No,
We're going to go 0.
No gain
I
on
want
the
to
carry,
see
brings up 2nd and 10 from the 49.
6 weeks from now, JT do it up and under on Earlbeck in that basketball court.
Nah, JT's just gonna knock down a 3 because they're worth more.
Jensen up the middle, hit, bounce back, stays on his feet, crosses midfield, dancing around.
So there's a flag.
Joe Jensen, the ball carrier, taken down by Elliot Havlick.
Seen our
shares
There's
of
a flag on
holdings.
the field.
And there's one more hold.
So Peavy was nodding towards the official. I'm not sure. I didn't even see where the tackle ended up happening. Is that where the official is on the side? Okay, so it's either going to be 3rd and 7,
6.
3rd and 6, or
4th and, or second. and-
It happened there. Okay, so 2nd and 17.
So while we got a little break here, why don't we run through the offensive line? We try and do that
Penalty yardage
not as
will be
often as we
assessed
should,
back
but
to the 42-yard
left
line
to
of
right,
the
what do you got
Blackhawks.
here? Left tackle,
It remains 2nd down.
Is that
Veenendahl,
Veenendahl? Drew Veenendahl.
Peavy,
2nd and
Left guard's
16.
Peavy,
Phelps,
Phelps, center.
Boyer.
Oh, face mask. Boyer's the right
Jensen,
guard,
the
and right
ball carrier.
tackle is
Murdoch.
Murdoch.
A penalty flag thrown at the tackle.
I think that's their first holding tonight, but try and get a few of their names in there.
Foul, face mask penalty
So
against
personal fouls are
Osceola.
automatic first downs regardless of.
Down and distance, it would have been a first down with the 15 yards, but
But there are no,
That's going to
there
result
the
in a
automatic
first
first
down
downs
for
that you
Blackhawks.
often see on Saturdays and Sundays. The only automatic first downs are personal foul penalties. So even if it's, a pass interference
First and 10
on,
for the Blackhawks from the Osceola 34.
let's say it's
Second and
first
15.
first and 10 from the 17-yard line, and there's a pass interference in the end zone, it would be half the distance to the goal, which wouldn't be enough for a first down.
Dane up the middle. They bounce it outside. Dane 30, 25, Dane 20, 15, 10, 5
gonna do
touchdown. Dane Veenendahl
Veenendahl.
into the end zone again. The Blackhawks just find their way to the end zone quickly and often here in the third quarter. It's 48 points on the board now. We saw this in
34-yard
Somerset
touchdown run for
last
Dave
year.
Veenendahl.
We'll be up with 70 there.
Yeah, we're going for 2, baby. You know why?
Quick snap there.
Oh.
How was
Two-point
that?
conversion attempt.
They're saying
Threw a flag. I
illegal.
think it's a false start against Baldwin-Woodville.
And there goes the 50 burger.
They're saying that Everts might have twitched or something, but
I think he said, I wasn't set, coach. I hadn't got to my spot yet.
the thing about that is, which is sneaky good, is Osceola was sitting there going, okay, they're going to
Following
shift,
that penalty,
Yeah.
the Blackhawks
and then also
look
they
to
snap it
score
quick
the point after kick.
and run up the middle.
Mason Flory
Unfortunately,
attempt to kick.
Either we weren't set or we got a little quick start, but
And even if Coach Kiefer didn't love what Brody Everts did, he didn't go Jonathan Gannon on him. So Everything's all fine and good.
Flores the PAT this time. And it's through.
And this point kick is good.
Answer the Chieftain kick return touchdown. One of their own. It's
With 4:37 remaining in the third
49-21.
quarter, it's now
Blackhawks.
Baldwin-Woodville
So
49.
we've had
And Osceola
1, 2, 3, 4,
21.
5 touchdowns in 7 minutes and 23 seconds. All right. When it comes to your home or business trust experience, you can count on a Blackhawk Garage Door. We're your local experts for garage door sales, service, and installations, plus beautiful polyurea concrete floor coatings for your garage, patio, pool deck, and more. Our coatings are completed in just 1 day and come with a lifetime warranty, proudly serving Western Wisconsin and the Twin Cities Metro for over 20 years. We're here for all your residential and commercial needs. Contact Blackhawk Garage Door today and make your space look and perform its best. BlackhawkGarageDoor.com. I don't know why his phone's not on. Nope. Nobody knows. Well, thank you for joining us here at Blackhawk TV on what's turned into a chilly Friday night. At least on top of the press box.
But a beautiful night. I mean, I'd take this.
Over snow? Over cold, over rain?
Anything, yeah. I mean, it's football weather here. We get into mid-October. And
I just maybe should have
Mason
checked the
Flores
weather
to kick
before
off
I
for the Blackhawks.
ventured out in just a hoodie.
Flores set the kick. Sidewinder's going to go out of bounds again.
Golly.
And the kickoff
So
goes
he's
out
been
of
very,
bounds,
very
drawing
good
flag.
up until tonight on a couple kickoffs.
Well, he kicked
And
the one
the
out of
ball will
bounds,
be
then he
spotted
kicked the
on the
one
35
down the
yard
middle of the
line
field,
for
and that
Osceola
got
takes
housed,
possession.
so 35 probably is better than the...
Yeah. So it's all right. We'll see the Osceola Chieftain offense again. They've had 2 turnovers, a turnover on downs,
And then
and a kick return for a touchdown. So again, a very high-scoring third quarter. As we've been time and time again, it seems to happen.
You know, I did commit the broadcaster sin of talking about how fast the game's going. Like that's
Havlicek, the
I
ball
think it was
carrier.
10-8 when you asked me. I
Yeah.
don't want to look at the watch now. My hands are in the pocket.
Drew Vienendahl in the tackle for the Blackhawks.
Second
Yeah.
and 9.
this third quarter
Gain of
has
1 yard in
taken
the carry,
an hour.
brings up 2nd and 9 from the 36.
Most games are wrapping up around the state, and the
We didn't even have the band to take up a half-hour halftime too. So
no.
sorry, the band. They do a very good job.
That wasn't just the band. There was a lot of
That
things
was-
going
that
on
was-
that night.
Band. It was youth cheering, and I think they had senior night or something. I don't know. There's like 3 things going on.
Jackson DeMol, the ball carrier.
It's not enough time at halftime.
Jake Johansson.
DeMol
with
takes the
tackle.
carry.
Because that was a running clock game, and it was actually by the minute.
Gain of 3 yards from the
Halftime
carry,
took
brings
longer
up
than the
3rd
second
and
half.
6
Yeah.
from the 39.
3rd and 6, Chieftains. Looking for an offensive score here in the second half. Trying to stay in this game. Trailing by 28. We saw him kind of hurry at the end of the first half and did a decent job of speeding up a little bit, but steps up in the pocket. He's going to run it.
Are they
He's
going to
right
give it to him?
around,
Wow.
all he needs is a 45
Blue
right
in the
on
ball
the line.
carrier.
They're going to probably put it right on the line, so they know where to.
Trevor Murdoch and
Yep.
Jimmy Kropelnicki on the tackle.
1st and 10, Chieftains.
Gain of
3
play,
minutes
good
to
play,
go,
1st and 10
third
for
quarter.
Osceola on their own 45.
Very entertaining third quarter, especially if you're a Blackhawk fan. Blackhawks wearing the all black. See a lot of pink out there, and they got the green and white. Chieftains sweep this way.
A-hole.
On the tackle, pick up a
Jackson
4.
DeMol, the ball
Jackson
carrier.
DeMol.
Ryan Aho with the tackle. Gain of 4 yards in the carry. Brings up 2nd and 6 from the Osceola 49.
It's hard to read the scoreboard in Ellsworth apparently, but it looks like Altoona's 26-7 apparently. It was Somerset hosting Central, and Amory and Prescott, who we'll have next week.
Oh,
Pass
good.
out.
Good pass defense there by
Intended by Earlbeck, and JT Dockel knocks it away.
Incomplete pass intended for Earlbeck.
3rd and
Broken
6.
up by JT Dockel. That brings up 3rd and 6 from the 49.
Chieftain offense, most likely 4-down territory here again. Saw him go for it earlier. Kind of the same area.
I mean,
actually deeper in their territory. There's a seam route again, and
wow,
the sophomore.
Just sitting there.
Pass completed to Reed Oman.
Reed Oman. First down, Chieftains.
Advances the ball to
He's
the
got
Baldwin-Woodville
3
40,
catches
where
for
it will be a
25
first and 10
yards.
for Osceola.
It's just a little tight end looky, like.
They had both seams too. They had DeMo going up the other side.
But those backers, as soon as they read pass, like that's your target, right? I mean, I guess it depends on your coverage, but typically it's seam defenders at that distance. Connor.
Aho on the tackle.
Riley DeMo,
No,
ball carrier.
Drew Vienendahl on the tackle.
Oh,
Drew
that's 42,
Vienendahl
sorry.
on the tackle for the Blackhawks. Gain of 1 brings up 2nd and 9 from the Baldwin-Woodville 30.
Yeah, on defense, you have 42, 52, 62, 72. There's a lot of, and then 25, 20. A lot of 2s on the defense.
After a heartbreaking loss last week in Osceola, Amory wins in Prescott, 18-13.
That's something. All right, pick this one off.
Well, in route, said he's going to run it. Spins around. Here comes
And it's
another
coming
flag.
back.
Lumen, the ball carrier.
Lumen's going to run for
There's
9.
a penalty flag on the
But
field.
obviously coming back. Not obviously, but likely coming back.
It's a holding penalty against Osceola.
I think we've had more holdings tonight than we've had this year combined, probably.
Okay, there's been holds and offsides,
And
a
after the
PI.
penalties assessed, Osceola has the ball at the ball.
Have Osceola down for
It's 2nd down. and 18
3
yards to
holds
go.
and a face mask.
I get all these score updates in the final fourth quarter, and here we sit with a couple plays still to go in the 3rd quarter, thanks to someone mentioning how fast we were going, and stumbles, and he's not
Body
going to
slam.
escape
And
that
a
one.
sack in the backfield.
The leading sack getter.
No.
No,
Drew
it's Drew Vienendahl.
Mr. Vienendahl, and I was talking to another coach in
Off
the
of 4
area,
yards on that sack brings up
and he
3rd down,
opined to me that
22 from the Osceola 48.
he thinks Drew's probably the defensive player of the year in the conference.
And that is the end of
He's
the
had a
3rd
great year.
quarter with the score. Baldwin-Woodville
That
49,
sack will
and
end the
Osceola
3rd quarter.
21.
A very high scoring 3rd quarter. Blackhawks
All right, BW,
led it by a
let's
little.
get ready to
Now
light
lead
it
at
up.
49-21 going to the 4th.
Okay, this is kind of cool, but I'm going to read an ad. All right, where are we? Right here. Are you financially prepared for the big game of life? Whitecap Financial Advisors wants to help you with your game plan. Just like no 2 teams are the same, no 2 investors are the same. Here's a play-by-play. Together we will 1, make the plan, 2, work the plan, 3, review the plan. Whitecap Financial Advisors specialize in investment management, financial and retirement planning, life insurance, and education funding. Call today to set up your no-cost, no-obligation appointment at their Roberts or Turtle Lake location, 715-760-9001. From the roughest seas to the highest peaks, Whitecap Financial Advisors will be with you every step of the way. Securities and investment advisory services offered through Osaic Wealth Incorporated, member FINRA SIPC. Osaic Wealth is separately owned, and other entities and or marketing names, products, or services referenced here are independent of Osaic Wealth. That was the hardest ad I've ever had to read because the lights are going off and on and back and forth. But I'm going to read you one more. At Firehelm Langer, your goals come first. With offices in Baldwin, Ellsworth, River Falls, and Lake Elmo, we offer the expertise of a large CPA firm delivered with the personal attention of a trusted local partner. From bookkeeping and payroll to tax prep, planning, and financial projections, we take the time to understand your business and build lasting relationships. Firehelm Langer, local, responsive, reliable.
Pass.
Let's move forward together.
That's going to be, I would count that as a run for stats-wise, Jeremy.
Okay, that's what I'll do.
Number 5, DeMo.
From the other 48 to the 43, so we're going to call that a 9-yard game.
Yelled backwards passes because
JT
I thought it might be a double pass is what you got to worry about. Was there that first pass comes backwards and throw it backwards to him and
4th and 13.
So the light him up thing, that's kind of cool. I mean, what you see a lot of teams do is they jump around, and it's like, yeah, because that's well known. I don't. Is the light him up thing, is that a thing with teams?
Well, they lined up the punt here.
And punt they do.
Good bounce. And taking Osceola, roll inside the 10 down to about the 5-yard line where the Blackhawks, leading by 28, will have the ball. 11:04 to go in the fourth quarter.
Stay warm and cozy this winter with Lakes Gas, your local family-owned propane company, proudly serving the community for over 65 years. From heating and cooking to backyard grilling, Lakes Gas delivers reliable, affordable propane for homes and businesses alike. With location in Roberts and Hager City, we're committed to exceptional service and giving back to the communities we serve. Discover the Lakes Gas difference. Visit lakesgas.com today.
They should play this after every kickoff. After we kick off, the kickoff. Because usually A-hole makes a tackle. A-hole. A-hole. We're going to tackle A-hole.
That's good stuff.
All right.
1st and 10 Blackhawks. Drew Vindahl up the middle, going to be nowhere.
So the question now,
Dane Vienendahl, a ball carrier.
after Osceola has punted in the fourth quarter down 28 points,
Cody Meyer on the stop.
at what point do you say
the carry brings up 2nd and 9?
second team?
Too early. Not here, but if you can take a couple minutes off the clock here and yeah, the punt from your own territory is kind of, I hate to say conceding, but Kropelnicki wants to get involved. A little seam route.
Jimmy Kropelnicki on the
Give him a little room.
reception.
I'll say too, we talked pre-game things that could flip this game. It was the turnover. Again, it's cliche. It's easy to say, but it was Osceola had the ball second half, trailing a score. After they tied it up at the end of the first half, and the Blackhawks scored right before half, but it was a turnover. One play later, Blackhawks up 2 scores.
Right.
Turnover, next play, Blackhawks up 3 scores. And what just happened? So
brings up 2nd and 4
don't turn the ball over.
31.
It's a whole different game, but yet that's part of the game.
Right. And it's senior night. We got the student section chanting, "We want Lyle."
2nd and 4. Jensen dancing around.
Looked like Carl out there.
Carl's got his stocking hat on. He can't hear you.
Connor Bader on the tackle.
3rd and long, 3.
Inside
9.5 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 3 from the 32.
So Hawks have about 250 on the ground and about 250 through the air right now.
I'd say it's pretty balanced.
One would draw that conclusion.
Jensen, I think, is at probably his best night through the air. Janke's going to get the sweep. The first down.
Looks like Barry out there. As a freshman,
Janke, the ball carrier,
or anybody, I would say it's okay to not stop and cut back to where all your
44-yard line.
Guys are pursuing you, because you just need one guy to hit you square, and he hasn't been hit square because he's so shifty. Barry Sanders. The lone BW alum to play in the NFL, also named Barry. Zach Ambrose points out to me. Barry Rose.
Penalty flag on the field prior to the snap.
What was this call? False start. Did you see that one?
I wasn't really looking for it, I guess, but another flag. 1st and 15. Officiating's tough, and if you think you can do it, October 25th, Saturday, come on out, join us for some basketball officiating. We'll be here in Baldwin, right over there at the school. Got an 8th grade basketball tournament in town, and Jeremy Warner and myself, I think this is the 4th or 5th time we've done it. Deep, Aiden Foster, get number 4. Well defended there.
For Aiden Foster.
But yeah, October 25th, Saturday morning. Come on out and learn how to officiate some basketball from some guys that don't know how to officiate.
Joe's 14 for 18 now, 258 yards, 4 touchdowns. I believe the single game passing by yardage is 350. I think Cal did it in the playoff game against Somerset.
Dane up the middle.
Dane Vienendahl, the ball carrier.
Get back a few.
6 touchdown passes, I believe, is the school record. 4 is the receiving record, done twice. Once by Zach Campbell. That was a trivia question. Well, that specific one wasn't the trivia question. And Barry Schaffner,
Baldwin-Woodville 43.
in the early 80s, had 4 touchdown catches in the game against Ellsworth, I'm fairly certain.
Aiden Foster sitting on 3 right now. Doesn't have a go route. Dane to the flat. Spins out the first guy. He's not going to get it. 4th down, Blackhawks will see a punt unit come out here with 7.5 to go. So here's where if you can get Osceola stop, where I think you asked when the second tier might come in, but with the next possession if they can get a stop. But
well, I think if you punt and Osceola has their backup offense in, then you put your backup defense in, right? That's
you'll see some maybe backup defenders go in here, but offensively, if Chieftains can score quick, you're going to have your first unit out there for one more possession maybe, but
snap's good.
High kick, fair catch called for and hauled in for the Chieftains. They'll have 1st and 10 from their own 27-yard line.
I'm going to thank all of our sponsors here one more time. The Smokehouse, Whitecap Financial Advisors, Timmer and Realtors, Family Chiro Care, Hoverson Concrete Solutions, Ferns Lawn Care, St. Croix Custom Apparel, Fenner Jewelers, Firehelm Langer, St. Croix Garage Doors, Pete's Construction, Christo Orthodontics, CW Garage Door Distribution, Village Pharmacy, Woodville Garage Bar, Baldwin Lightstream, Schaefer Financial Services, American Family Insurance, Justin Nygaard Agency, Western Wisconsin Health, Wisconsin Credit Union, Blackhawk Garage Door, OEM Fabricators, Nielsen's Foods, Strikers Lanes and Sports Bar, A-Star Concrete, TMS Auto, Lakes Gas, Lupien Ford, DMS Repair, Anytime Fitness, and Bumper to Bumper. Thank you to all of our sponsors here at Blackhawk TV.
So, a little I formation here. First man through. This is the other fullback you talked about, 24.
Yep. Kevin Schlechter, the ball carrier.
Schlechter. Good for a first down.
To play up to the 39
so
yard
I'm going to guess, I'm trying to think back now, this would be, I want to say, 13 straight conference victories for the Blackhawks. I know this would put them at 6-0 this year.
Had 7-0
last year. I want to say they lost the last one against Central.
Is that true? No, I don't think that's accurate.
But then they beat them in the playoffs.
But that wasn't the last game because the last game wasn't. The last game was Cal. The last game was the Amory game because Cal got hurt. We won that game, right? Yeah, it happened. It was like the week before.
Perry and Jimmy Kropelnicki were in on the tackle.
I feel like it was the week before.
Okay.
The last game of that year
was we beat Amory and then came back against Ellsworth and beat them here and then went to Central.
So Lumen's not in anymore.
Give up the middle. Okay, so maybe 14 straight then.
That I would believe.
But I want to say our last conference loss would be to Central here.
Officials timeout in the field for a player down.
And
this would give I would get get rolling here through my subs. Let's see who's. So Big Nail's in.
Playoff time is coming up, folks. Both of these teams here tonight will qualify for the playoffs.
Well, nobody clinches playoffs.
Yeah, it's weird, like to say you don't really qualify anymore. I mean, it's weird to
Baldwin-Woodville travels to Prescott.
to say as just don't know. You could have a winning record and not make the playoffs. Now it'll be very rare, I think.
No, I don't think it will. I think it'll happen, and you can be a one-win team and make the playoffs.
The playoff
So here's how,
will be
like Brown Deer.
the day after the final
Brown Deer
regular
is
season game, so it'd be a week
struggling. I
from
believe they have
tomorrow
2 wins
to find
overall,
out playoff
but one of
series.
those wins came in week 2 against Racine St. Catharines, who had a bunch of dudes suspended, and they win.
Looking
So
like at this time that
their
we
tier
will
1
be
points.
hosting a
It's
first-round
it's
playoff game
it's
here at
5 points because it's a
Baldwin-Woodville.
D4 game. Average of your tier 1 points, so 5 for a D4 win, 0 for a loss, and then it's a half point for every difference in division. So the Hawks got 5.5 points for their win over Toma, 4.5 points for their win over GT. You average all of them out, that's your tier 1 point. Your tier 2 points.
I think it's around 4.5 and 4. Is it? I think it's
No.
5 for a D4 win.
Oh, 4.5
Should be-
and
should be
3.5.
four. Yeah, there
Sorry.
you go. Yeah.
Tier 2 wins are the tier 1 scores of the teams that you beat.
That player is
So,
Kristen Bell. Let's hope he's
GET
okay.
has like 1 win, so their tier 1 score is going to be less than 1, right? It's going to be 0.4 or whatever it is, 0.8. That's the tier 2 score that the Hawks get for beating GET. And then you take all of the tier 2 scores and you average them out and multiply it by 9, add it to your tier 1 score. That's your overall score. So the Hawks are being pulled down by the fact that Toma and GET continue to lose football
Third and 9
games.
for the Chieftains
Conference games
from
are all
round
going to work
40.
out the same because there's going to be 4 games a night for 6 weeks. There's going to be 24 games, and one team's going to win and one team's going to lose. So right now, the one win that Osceola had in non-conference against, I believe,
Hunter
Merrill,
Rondo, the ball carrier.
that gives
Aiden Foster and Jay Crumpler
that's
making the
one
tackle.
win that's more valuable than the 2 wins that the Hawks got. So another team that you can look at is Mosinee.
Eight of a pair of
Mosinee
yards,
has a
and Carey
significant.
brings up
They have
fourth
2
and
losses,
from the 42.
but their wins have come against a really good Tomahawk team in D5. So it didn't really. There wasn't a. It was 3.5 points in their tier 1 score, but their tier 2 score is
Hunter
higher,
moving
and
into
so
punt for
there's a
Osceola.
lot of stuff that goes into it. I could certainly break it down on a video if people would be into that. That was almost blocked. We're gonna get a bounce out of bounds.
About the 21-yard line where we'll see the second
And a
unit for the
punt rolls
Blackhawks
out of
take in, I
bounds in
believe.
Baldwin-Woodville
Saw
territory.
Palmer down here throwing the ball a little.
But
It
but
looks like the
Colton Palmer has
22-yard
been
line.
exceptional at quarterback in the JV games. The long and the short of how the Hawks get to a number 1 seed is they go 9-0, right? So they control that, and then they need one of the 1 seeds that I project to be one of Columbus, Winneconne, Racine St. Catherine, or La Crosse Aquinas, one of them to lose, or GET and or Toma to win like 3 of their final 4 games.
Up the middle.
Travis Kuhn?
Kuhn picks up a couple. And like Coach Keeper says, on Keeper's corner, even off the mic,
Travis
is
Kuhn, the
just
ball
go
carrier.
out and win and take care of business.
Right.
You know, we can only control so much.
Colton Palmer
This
is
week it
now
was
the quarterback for the
go beat a
Blackhawks.
very good,
Gain of 2 yards and then Carey
Osceola.
brings up second and 8.
was unbeaten in conference going into tonight. I hate to say make a statement, but second half they kind of pulled away here and take care of business next week down in Prescott. Prescott's going to be angry coming off a loss to Amory tonight.
So Amory's going to get in. I mean, at this point, I would put Amory in. I would say if I had to take my best
Timeout
guess
taken
at
by Baldwin-Woodville.
a region, it would be, if things hold, Aquinas will be 1, and they will host Amory at 8. Altoona and West Salem would be the 4 or 5 game. Osceola and Ellsworth would be the 3-6 game, and the Blackhawks as a 2 seed would host. At this point, I have it as Northland Pines, which would be a little bit of a trip. But that's kind of how things look prior to week 9, but assuming that the teams that you think should win the games win those games, right? The Amory win wasn't I had Prescott beating Amory, so I had Amory. They were actually tied. Had them tied with Ashland, I think, or maybe I had them tied with Northland Pines, and Ashland would be the 7. I think is how that works. So there's just a lot of stuff. It goes by these points that gives you your seed, and then the matchups are based on minimal travel, which sometimes it's a lot of travel.
And it could be a lot more because, again, prior to the Little Shoot win,
Tyler Clark, the ball carrier.
You kind of still had, even with the Blackhawk win, you had Osceola and the Blackhawks being a 2 seed, which is possible now. So then when you talk travel, well, Osceola is going to take the lesser of the 2 travels.
Well, not necessarily the lesser. It's shorter for Osceola to match up with Aquinas and BW to match up with Columbus than vice versa.
Correct.
And so there's 24 combinations of pairings that you can make, and the way that the pairings are decided is the pairings that produce the shortest route, with the exception of if you can take the team that has the longest travel,
Clark, the ball carrier.
reduce that and not increase your overall travel by more than 10%. Is what the rule is.
2 yards in the carry brings up 4th and 1
So it's basically
from the 30-yard line.
Chat GPT.
That's exactly what it is.
It's plug it in and let them figure it out. And,
Yep. So what I do is I ran an add-on on a Google Sheet, and it produced distance between all of the towns, and then I take the 4 number 1s and the 4 number 2s, and it's just in a matrix, and I say pair a team from the top with a team from the side and minimize travel, and it spits out the shortest route. And I say, can you reduce the longest trip without increasing the overall trip by more than 10%? And it says no, there's no more combinations. And then I'm like, okay, this is 1 and 2. So
and
the
puck
2s
rolls out of bounds at the 31-yard line of Osceola.
the 1s are set, the 2s
$13. Aquinas for West Salem ball, 11-yard line, 1:42 left.
Okay.
And
That's where we are right now.
And the next message says final. And it gives a score.
21-20.
2013.
God, you little. You had me.
Dawson
You had me in the first half, not going to lie.
In on the play for
So
yeah, next week we go to Prescott, and again they have lost to Amory tonight, and it's no trap game, and you're going to face one of the better athletes in the conference down there.
You sure are.
Russell, is he still going to the Gophers?
I don't know that.
Okay, maybe not. I don't know why I was thinking that, but
NDSU.
Pass intended for Gillespie.
But
which, I mean, some might argue is just a better program than the Gophers.
It could be. but we've seen what an athlete can do, and so definitely not a team to look past. You want to take care of business first.
And it's going to be the first game the Hawks have played on grass since the scrimmage?
Yeah, first one this year, and then first one since.
Alex Shadorski, the ball carrier.
Where did we play on grass last year?
Max Lumstrand.
Did we play on grass
tackle.
last
Gain of 5 yards on the carry brings up 3rd and 5.
Well, let's think about. Yeah, Ellsworth. Ellsworth has grass.
Okay. Man, what kind of administration is there down in Ellsworth?
Come on now. As long as it's like BW and Central,
Cody
right?
Meyer, the ball carrier.
It's the arms race, and as long as you're better,
Gain of a
as
yard
long as you're
brings
better
up
than the
4th
other
and
one,
2 from
you
the
know that's
Baldwin-Woodville 49.
you see one thing happen here, you see one thing happen there. As long as Ellsworth feels better than Prescott, which it is, it's good enough.
There you go. And tonight, the Blackhawks were better than the Chieftains. A couple second half turnovers, a couple big plays. Saw that scoreboard flip quickly and kind of, I'll say, get out of hand quickly here. Two level teams that could very easily see themselves potentially back here at King Field for a level 2 matchup, maybe as a 2-3. And we've seen it before with when we lost to St. Croix Central and then went down there and beat them in the playoffs. A different team and nonetheless a quality team here. That a couple turnovers and a couple big plays led to this outcome the way it is.
And an incomplete
as
pass as time
last
expires.
pass falls
That's the end of
incomplete.
tonight's ball game.
And the
Final score,
Blackhawks
Baldwin-Woodville 49,
officially get a share,
Osceola
guaranteed a share of the
21.
conference championships here back to back.
Blackhawks
First
continue
time
their
since.
undefeated season.
Would you
Now
say
have
you
an
posted
overall
first time
record
since back to back? Oh,
Zach said 2000, 2001.
Okay.
Including 6-0 in the
But
conference
6-0 in the
play.
conference. We'll head to
With one
Prescott
game
to hopefully
remaining
take
next
away
week on Friday night
total
at Prescott.
sole
The Blackhawks have clinched
championship
at least a share
for
of the
Jeremy
Middle
Nygaard and
Conference
Zach
title.
Ambrose. I'm Nick
A
Pack.
victory
We'll see you at
next
Keeper's
week
Corner
at
on this
Prescott,
week, and then in
which is
Prescott
the
next week,
sole
Blackhawks
possession of the
victorious
conference championship.
49-21.